And now, live from the Man Cave, Studio B, deep in the heart of constitutional Livingston County, Michigan, on a Tuesday night birthday party recap with your hosts, Patrick Acton's in the house, yours truly, Larry Parsons. This is My Brain. And now your host, the birthday boy himself, Mr. Jeremy Scott Gibbs. No cats were harmed in the production of this show.
Sorry, working?
I didn't realize.
There we go.
Larry's tablet was not working.
No, I had to restart it.
It's all good, and I'm doing this slow dragging zoom out on the camera because I changed the settings and I didn't rechange it again. And it sounded like super slow, super slow, super slow. And I got to make sure the stupid microphones are working. My other microphone didn't work, and now I got to make sure this microphone's working, and it sounds like it's in a tunnel.
You said Larry's tablet's not working. My question comes to mind is Larry's tablet ever working?
Yeah, it just freezes up now and then.
I'm talking about a different tablet, the one that's between his ears.
Oh, that tablet?
That tablet.
That's very ancient. And then I switched to the fish tank, the gay fish, and you see what we get there.
The gay fish.
See, now why can't you get the automated thing? And this microphone's stupid.
Yeah.
You get that restarted, Larry? Welcome to the show, everybody.
I did.
Welcome,
I had
welcome.
Several hours to make sure everything works right and is all set up for the show. And as usual, I nailed it.
There we go.
I nailed it. All right. Is my microphone brought up now? It's not the microphone. I would rather be using one of your microphones or my microphone, which quit working on me.
Your microphone quit?
The new headset that I got?
Yes.
Yeah. And I started to take it apart, and I know why it quit.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was not brand new.
Oh.
It's not an original thing, even though that's what it said. It's all good. So there we go. I got to pull up the chat over here. The chat. I got to pull up the chat. Not the chat GPT PT, but the chat. Studebaker's on his tablet tonight, he says. Yeah. All right. We got a bunch of people in there.
Now, I had the pleasure of meeting some of the folks on the chat at your get-together on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool.
So now I can put a face with the
It always
Kremlin.
It always cracks me up when people are when they come up and go, "I'm so and so in the chat," and I go, "No,
No. That can't be you.
that can't be you."
Yeah, I had a couple of my new friends
Yeah,
that showed up. One lady that we all met and talked to that has been a friend of mine on Facebook for a number of years, and she showed up. And then we had another guy show up that we all got to meet for the first time,
right.
and he was very impressed. So we had a good time.
Well,
Studebaker says it's me, Dale. Is that your alternate identification? Is that what you're saying there, Studebaker? Some of these people have multiple names in the chat.
do they have multiple personalities, though?
Yes, quite.
Okay.
Yes. And so what you can do, like with mine right here, I can change it from, if you look over there, Patrick, I can change it from that one to this one in the chat. Chatting as, there's 3 different ways I can chat.
Okay.
And so I know nobody else would do that.
No.
But we have some friends that change up their chats and do some stuff. So.
Well, it makes it more interesting that way.
It does. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. Oh, he's Studebaker on that device. I get it. I get it. Multiple personality.
In the chat.
What?
Chatting at
Excuse me.
It's already on my list tonight. You're lucky I was given 3 full-size Di Serono, or 4 full-size Di Serono bottles for my birthday and a smaller half-size bottle.
Yes.
Means I have plenty of ammunition.
Oh, well, you were in rare form on Saturday night.
Was I?
As you were tipping the bottom of the bottle that Matt got gotten you, yeah.
Yes. Well, he handed it to me, and I resisted. I'm still a little congested, so you can hear it. But I was, earlier in the week, I had gotten some pretty good congestion going, and so I did my normal techniques to flush my system and do that, but it did affect my voice. And so I hadn't drank much. I drank a little bit on Monday, normal hockey. And then
Normal
I think I
hockey
drank a
drink?
little bit on the show, but like Wednesday and Thursday, I don't think I did much. I think I did 1 shot when Tommy got here for band practice, and
So you don't think your voice was affected at all by ripping off Stranglehold?
no, it was affected well before that.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Well, it was affected afterwards. Yeah, the next day I was even more. But yeah, no, I was having to pace myself and use my spray. I got a spray called Singer's Therapy or something like that. It's pretty popular out there. Spray it in the back of your throat. It does. It works. It does really work. So, anyways, I got those 4 bottles. So when Matt Pesta handed me that little half bottle, I slipped it right in my back pocket and I started sipping that because it's not on ice.
Yeah.
It's like a little elixir, a little a liqueur, it was nice.
You need to keep that little bottle and just refill it on occasion so you can.
It's sitting down there. I should bring it up and put it on display up here. But yeah, you're right. I usually do. So, I'm trying something. I'm streaming a little different tonight, guys, a different device. And you'll have to let me know if we freeze up. Not if your device freezes up, but if we freeze up. I'm not expecting any freeze up tonight. And I'm still getting happy birthday stuff coming through on Facebook, and I appreciate all of that. Yeah. There's one from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
I got people in New Jersey.
Joyzy.
Yeah, a number of years back, I was invited to be part of a conference called the Kingsmen Conference before the movies came out. And it was all about being, men of God and kings. And they flew me out there, and yeah, it was cool.
But the people from New Jersey, they actually just call it Joyzy.
Jersey.
Yeah, they're from Joyzy.
Yeah. They even had a whole gift pack for me with different cool little things, It was nice. Look at all that stuff.
That was for when you went to Joyzy?
When I went to Jersey, yeah. Yeah, they had one I can think of off the top of my head. They had a little luggage tag that said New Jersey, yellow and black. And then there was some stickers and some other, some socks and some other cool stuff. They just wanted to bless,
Nice.
bless me with that, so that's cool. Anyways, all right, we'll chit chat a little bit more as we go along. I'm looking for a few other people to chime in the chat. They're kind of lame. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up there in the show. I see a couple people have.
I kind of like the Teddy Besker's viewpoint of
I see.
the podcast.
Right?
I never get to sit over here. Kind of interesting.
Teddy is going to take a little time off, some personal family matters. I'll let him explain those when he comes back, plus school. It's getting a little heading into the holidays, to finish up stuff. We all know about that
Yeah.
dynamic, and I think he's second year or third year at U of M.
Been there, done that. Glad I'm not there
Yeah.
right now.
So dinner recap for the party on Saturday. I made 3 huge ass pork tenderloins on the smoker. Turned out pretty good.
It was excellent. Yeah.
And then there was maybe 2/3 of one left,
Yeah.
and some people took some in some containers. But Patrick called me earlier and said, "Hey, I'm thinking of a stew," and I'm thinking stuff. I was like, "Well, I was going to do something with that pork. We were going to do something with it." I said, "So yeah." So you threw it in a mix of stew with
Potatoes and carrots and green beans and onions, and made a nice gravy in there, and
yeah.
it just came together nicely.
Turned out nice. We watched poor Larry have to suffer through picking out the carrots.
Yeah, he didn't
Turned his nose up at the carrots.
You know, if I took everything out that folks didn't like, you
Exactly.
don't like the green beans, so
Yeah.
it would be kind of a boring stew.
The green beans were wonderful, by the way.
See?
Thanks, glad you like those.
See? Now, I did eat a few of the green beans,
Yeah.
and I tried not to take them because I didn't want them to waste either.
Yeah.
But that's cool, I got some. Everybody's got their little affinities, their little pickiness,
I don't know if too many of that. I kind of like to eat just about anything. I don't know, sardines, maybe not so much, and too salty, but
You're right. I'm not following you, Dale. He's asking if did everybody talk like Pesci. I know what you mean, talking like Joe Pesci, but I'm not following you what you are referencing when we did that. I had somebody ask me to talk like Pesci, and I'm like, Pesci, he was also quite
Me and my wife
aggressive.
watched.
Is your microphone on?
I thought I was going to cough, so I turned it off.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So my wife and I actually watched My Cousin Vinny last night. It was on, that's one of those movies.
Yeah.
That if I'm surfing the channels,
You'll stop?
it stops,
Yeah.
and it doesn't go anywhere until my wife says, "You've seen that movie 200,000 times." I'm like,
Yes, I have.
now it's 200,001.
And one. Yeah.
starting on the third 100,000.
Yeah, well, she sat down right next to me and watched it.
Of course.
Well, there are some classics like that you can watch them over and over again.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caddyshack's one of them.
Officer and a Gentleman.
Oh, they're asking, Dale was referring to the New Jersey folks, if I was talking like Joe Pesci with the New Jersey folks.
Oh, I see.
No, Dale, I was out there for a ministry conference, and we dialed back the rhetoric a little bit. The mixed crowds of people, and not everybody appreciates a good F-bomb now and then.
You got the F-bomb over here.
We got the F-bombs. Oh, but not only that do we have the F-bombs, but one of the gifts that I received, you're going to like these.
Suspense.
One of the gifts that I received, I'll show you these ones in a minute, was from Tisha that found these online. Official F-bombs.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Nice.
Hit my GoPro. Official F-bombs. So there are 2 of these F-bombs in here. 2 of these nice F-bombs.
You can actually throw them.
Yeah, but look at this. There's a ton of mini F-bombs.
So for just a little bleep here and there.
So what I'm thinking is through the course of the show, each person will just grab their F-bomb when they drop it, and we'll see who wins at the end of the night.
There you go. I like that. Well, let's put these over there as well.
Yeah. Those are for the big ones when
That's
we're
for
like,
the big ones.
when we're really
This-
intense.
This is for the huge ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was cool. The other thing that I got, I switched right off the GoPro when I could have just stayed there. Tisha got me this one. This one is a salt shaker. A salt shaker, little skull. But then she got me the pepper brain.
I like it.
You like the pepper brain?
I like the pepper brain.
So I got the salt and pepper skull in the brain.
Yeah.
They should, ideally be together. That would be the more productive way to live. But,
Yes. I think the
uh,
brain's too big for the skull.
I do,
Yeah.
which makes sense.
Yeah.
If you got a huge brain.
Right.
Check out the big. Oh, I got that sound effect on it. Where's it at? This is supposed to be Teddy's job.
Yeah. Teddy's on break.
Check out the big brain on Brad. You're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
So there's a couple things. Vince and Mari and Bubby picked me up birthday cake pops. Have you ever had cake pops,
I have not.
Larry?
Yes.
Well, of course, because you eat everything sugary. So those are the cake pops there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I went to a wedding a number of years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't have a wedding cake.
They had cake pops.
They had cupcakes and cake pops.
Wow, that's interesting. So if you didn't know, and Patrick got me a gift. Should we do that now, Patrick?
It's, you're the birthday boy. That decision being yours.
All right,
Nice.
live on air. Dun, 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 dun. Did you refresh over there?
Is it a blow-up doll?
Oh, I'm going to talk about that shit. I'm going to do that right now.
All right,
So-
put that on the whole back burner.
Yeah, so I go into holiday or Halloween spirit over there in Brighton, and I'm specifically looking for a Count Dooku costume. Jocelyn wants everybody to dress up in Cartoon Network characters for her birthday party this coming Saturday. So we had already talked about it a couple weeks ago. That's why I've let my face grow out. If you can see, I'm quite fuzzy on the sides here.
I thought you just lost your razor.
No, I'm going for the Count Dooku. In fact, when Elizabeth cut my hair this past time, I said, you got to taper it up a little bit more to get me a Count Dooku cut. And so
Who is Count Dooku?
he is in episode 2 and 3 of Star Wars, and he is in the Clone Wars cartoons. He's one of the former Jedis that turned bad in the Star Wars canon. So there's
Oh, I remember that character.
yeah. So if you look, like this is the original guy here.
Hmm?
That would be the original guy, which I'm close to that. I'll end up once it gets close. I'll shave down, through here.
That's almost a Riker.
Yeah, but then the cartoon is much more stylized, and I'm trying. There's the cartoon. There's a Clone Wars cartoon. So it's much more stylized. They make the the cuts down into the beard. So I'm letting this part of the beard go, and then you can see the top of the hair gets a little pointed. The top of that, and
Your head's a little pointed anyway. So
exactly. I got a pointy head. Yeah. So I'm gonna be dressing up as that. So, anyways, long story. While I'm at Halloween spirit store there in Brighton, I am looking at all of I had to walk all the aisles, all the costumes. They're tearing down stuff as you're walking through.
Yeah.
Loading it up in the back. They had crates already there. And yesterday was apparently the last day, Monday the 3rd. So I'm walking through there, and I end up walking through one aisle, Larry, and there is a giant inflatable blow-up penis costume.
Oh.
Chalona.
Did you call Julie Ohashi?
No, what I thought was, I'm going to get this for Larry so you could be a dick for them to help them out when they need it, and be a dick to them.
Which works well for you.
You could be a dick for them or a dick to them. I'm just saying, you could just be.
You'd be a
No.
dick.
No, I couldn't believe it. It was literally you put the costume on, and it's got the inflatable, like those dinosaur, the T-Rex ones,
Yeah.
where you put the costume on. This was a full-blown penis with a face hole and balls at the bottom where your feet are.
If you put that on and ran through a party, would that be streaking?
It would be.
Just
You
wondered.
should be arrested for that.
He'd just be one big dick.
And I was like, oh my Lord. And it was 50% off, and I thought, nah, I'm not doing it.
Oh, yeah, thank God.
I'm not a dick. Why would I give Larry a dick costume? Technically, it was penis. Penis costume.
Shalona.
Penis.
Big Shalona. Depends on where you're at in the world, you know.
What's the anagram that they try to figure out? They're like EISNP. They ask the medical students, what does that stand for?
What?
The ones who became doctors wrote down spine.
Oh.
The ones who didn't become doctors wrote down penis. Anyways, back to the presents. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Looks Star Warsian.
Yeah,
I'll take that. What do we got? Ooh, we got light up. Ooh. I find your lack of festivity, your festive spirit disturbing. Is it where's the button at?
There's a little pocket on the inside
Oh, there's a little pocket?
and the bottom, yeah.
Okay. I'll have to figure that out.
It's also quilted, so it's nice and warm.
It's nice. It looks thick. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
So, kind of, for the Christmas season.
I think for our Christmas episode, I will be wearing that. That's awesome. It is nice and thick. It's got the,
How do you wash something like that with electronics in it?
I don't know if you just need
I-
to take that thing out if it unplugs or what.
yeah, they've got care instructions in here on how to do it. Sometimes they tell you dry clean only with some of that. Thank you, Patrick. That's awesome.
You're welcome. Figured you have a couple warm nights with that and be in
Yeah.
a festive frame of mind.
Later on tonight, we'll do, we've got, obviously I got 4 bottles of Di Serono, but there's an Old Forester there. Oh, and I spin that one tequila around there, Larry.
That's a tequila?
Yeah, that's a, what does it say? Armor
Mayo.
Mayo. That was from Don Eifred. He brought that. We had some sips of that. Tommy brought another one. So yeah, my buddy Al and a whole bunch of other people brought me Di Serono.
give you Jack Daniels?
Huh?
Did somebody give you a bottle of Jack Daniels?
I don't know, did your microphone get ripped off your chest? Did they? There were people that brought in a lot of stuff that I didn't always catch that just got stocked. And there's a bottle of something downstairs that you brought tonight.
Mint, chocolate chip.
Nice cake. That I'll bring up in a little while so we can... And a nice cake that I'll bring up in a little while.
A nice cake.
Cake.
Cake. Let them eat cake. Why not? Why not? Yeah, and then
Let's see how much cake we can give Jeremy before he goes into sugar convulsions.
Okay,
one little bite. On the other side of the, or behind the Di Serono, there is a bottle from the Go-Go's. Old, what's it? Old Forested.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know about that one?
Yep, it's an Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good.
they brought me that.
Yeah.
So I was blessed with a lot of stuff. But the big thing that was huge was we didn't have these, but here are the physical copies
Nice.
of the CD.
Is that one mine?
Yeah, buddy.
Signed, autographed?
I will do that. In fact, I'll make it and make sure this is a good black one, a good tip, and that's a little rounded. Stinky too. Let's see.
Thanks from the man cave.
There you go, my friend.
Ah, thank you.
Privileged.
There you are. Look at that. For the GoPro camera, that is the official CD there. And there's the back of the CD, equipped with a barcode and everything. And then the disc itself, single barrel, bootlegs from the man cave.
That's right. And you can get your own copy for the low, low price of $149.95.
We can put you on a payment plan.
Yes.
What's that say in the middle of where the holes cut out? Does it say bullshit? Is that what that is?
That's close. It was the one barrel we had here was the Bullet Bourbon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I'm not allowed to use as licensing,
Yeah,
but the fact that the hole's right in the middle of it totally obscures what it is.
okay.
Yeah, but that's yeah, that's pretty
That's
cool.
right. Bootleg from the man cave
Bootlegs
on
from the
sale
man
today, $149.95, and that's not all. For only twice the price, we will send you 2 albums.
Okay.
We had
So
a
cheap.
Patriot saying happy birthday, Jeremy. Thank you, and I hope you had a good time. We had a great time hanging out Saturday.
Yes.
It was a blast. Was that video on your phone? Did you send that to me or no?
I did not.
I
The only,
we
the only
play it.
challenge with that evening is that at 2 o'clock in the morning, when we all should have been getting tired and heading on home, but we were tired, we were thinking about heading home.
Yeah.
The clocks changed back to 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's a shame I wasn't available for your party.
No, yeah, you skipped
Yes.
out on me. I was quite pissed off about that.
Yes.
But I forgive you. I pardon you.
Yes. Ted Nugent came instead.
I pardon you. Oh, that's what I wanted. I want Fakebook. Fakebook. Where is Fakebook? There's Fakebook. You can't do that. Stop it. He always wants to. He thinks that somehow playing it on his phone over there across the table translates to you guys being able to see and hear, even if he holds it up to his microphone. But luckily for all of you, I posted it. So if you hadn't had a chance to see it, I'm going to play just a clip of it right here.
Check your Facebook.
Did you just send it to me?
Yes.
You think your version's better?
I don't have any idea.
I'm going to play this one right here.
Play yours.
Between piano and guitar, we love it, and we appreciate all of you coming out for my birthday party. I'll be 53 in 3 days, and
That's today.
thank you all for coming out. Please, let's go. Get on our list and download the album. Come on, let's go.
It's about as tasty as your song, or your sound on yours. You were down on the floor. This was from the balcony by my good friend Frank Ranko. So we actually recorded this in the computer too, and I had a 4-camera shoot on it. So I will work at mixing that down and get it out to everybody. One of Larry's favorites. We should have been there, Larry, but Ted introduced, was there to watch it.
Yes. Yeah, he called me after the show and told me he was very disappointed because they heard there was going to be some Journey.
I heard that the lead singer was
Dick?
Yep. All right. Yeah, we rocked that out. That was pretty good. Yeah. All right, we'll cut that one and go back to the table here. But yeah, that was good times. We played 12 songs. We opened up with a couple Van Halen's, and then we played some originals. I'm going to play an original at the break time for you guys. But that was a good time. That was just a phone camera video, and it turned
Which
out
Van
pretty good.
Halen songs did you play?
Ain't Talking About Love and You Really Got Me Now.
Oh, yeah. You did play those. Yep. that's- Ted told me. He said you also played Summer of '69.
We did. Let's see.
You know what would be really cool?
If you win a penis costume?
No. No, I reserved that for Sage.
I like the fact that they were announcing it multiple times on WHMI this week, last week and this week,
What?
that they're in trouble for campaign violation.
WHMI did?
They announced that Sage, also known as
Livingston Integrity.
Livingston Integrity, is in big trouble for campaign finance because they donated money and then the signs didn't have paid for by on them. And they're in some hot water. Yeah, that was on WHMI, man. I'm surprised you're not the one telling me that stuff. You know?
Well, you know what? I'm unfortunately out of the area after 7 a.m. So.
Yeah, but you can easily, using my insider voice, you can easily put it up on your phone. You can get a streamer on your phone. I don't know if you know this. Rary.
Easery?
Yes, Rary. I call him Rary because I can't say else very well. You sending me more videos there, Rary?
I am sending you
Clips?
the documents so you can read it.
Oh, from that?
The Sage
So you did
people.
know about it. But you didn't know that they were announcing on WHMI.
I heard that story about
Larry's being coy with me. What story did you hear, Patrick?
the loon judge.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to a bunch of those.
You might have to.
We got our disclaimers.
You might have to
Yeah.
reset that. There you go.
Yeah, I'll go through it. Yeah, Jeff Mayo got interviewed there, and he's a special one.
He got interviewed.
Yeah, it was on a podcast. Somebody interviewed him. It was a very sad podcast. Oh, look at that, John Bovey dropping a 20 in the chat. Says, "Hey, boomers." Am I in the boomer category now that I'm 53?
I don't know how that works. Yeah, I don't really follow that stuff.
You're a boomer.
I just know millennials are really dumb and really lazy.
I'm at the end of the boomers, and that I was born in '57. So,
Okay.
and the boomers they got the name because when the boys came back from the
Baby
war,
boomers.
Yeah.
right,
They were banging out the children.
that's right.
They were making up for lost time.
Especially my dad.
Don't you have a sibling that's a month
Yeah, a month.
Huh?
A month younger. 1 month.
1 month younger, and you are not of the same womb,
No.
but you were of the same
Father.
father. That's a better way of saying what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So he was practicing Sharia law back then. Huh?
Oh,
Polygamy.
He knocked up 3 women in a year.
Wow,
Year and a month.
my wallet aches just thinking about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, let's do some disclaimers real quick and get them out of the way. Since we're already 40 minutes in the show, I don't even know if we need to do them at this point.
Well, come on, it's part of the program.
Yeah, let's see here. Boom. And boom. Notice this podcast is raw, unfiltered, politically incorrect. We say Merry Christmas and the Pledge of Allegiance, especially the part about one nation under God. We thank our troops for their service. We recognize 2 genders, only 2 genders. Dangle, no dangle. As adults, we enjoy adult beverages. We cuss, we do not curse or swear. We love Jesus, but hate religion and religious hypocrites. If this offends you, should have left by now. Let's see here. Patrick, what are you thinking, buddy?
Get on down the highway. Whichever one you pull up, I will be into.
All right, I'm going to do this here. Let's see here. Well, I love the one when you do this one, so I'm going to give you this one.
I would challenge you to a battle of wits, but I can clearly see that you are unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
No arms.
No arms. Larry,
The no armed dude's up there.
he's up there. Larry.
Huh?
Larry, read your thing.
Oh, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Here we go. And
When did they
Since-
institute that? When was that put in play?
December 15th, 1791, and it expires when the hell freezes over.
when the hell freezes over, there you go. And then I'm not going to worry about doing another one myself. We're just going to go right to this one.
Never apologize and never explain. It's a sign of weakness.
And I think that people out here would do well, if you're watching, to understand that apologies do nothing with these monsters.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. So there we go. Let's see there, buddy. All right, let's continue on with the rest of this. I put in a scripture verse for today, Jeremiah 1:5, New King James. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you, or ordained you a prophet to the nations. I just really wanted to get the idea there that the Lord was speaking to Jeremiah about what his destiny and purpose was before he was formed in the womb and before he was born. Speaking of birthdays, you know, what is significant about birthdays? Well, all of us, before God formed us in the womb and before we were born, he knew what we were purposed for. And if we walk in obedience with him, we fulfill divine purpose, and if we don't, there's other alternative destinations and situations to get into. So, I just wanted to bring that one out. All right, we've talked quite a bit about the birthday bash. Do we want? Is there any? I want to play a song during the break to deal with that. But any other things you observed or had fun with on the birthday party, or a lot of
Just
different new people?
A lot of different new people, and some folks I haven't seen in a while, since like back in the
I
middle
do
of
have
July,
breaking news.
or July 4th, I should say. Just nice to connect with everybody.
Absolutely.
And
Did-
listening to hearing the band play again, you know,
Yeah.
as we're rocking it out.
It's been a while since we jammed out like that. It was good. It felt good. Did you interrupt? Did you say?
I did. I said I have breaking news.
What is that, Larry?
That is the hate-filled anti-Christian bigot Abigail Spanberger has defeated Winsome Sears for Virginia governor.
Okay. She's not the one we wanted.
No, she's the one. She's the hate-filled anti-Christian bigot that rejoiced over the death of Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
So
Did they have any, I don't know, did they have any waterline breakages? Did they have any SWAT, false flag SWAT calls in to the Republican precinct sides? Do we have any ballots that were not the right size that couldn't be fed in the machine in the Republican districts?
I don't know. I'm gonna,
Just checking all the boxes here.
the Sears lady. I'm gonna be honest with you. She ran a very bad campaign.
Yeah.
And I hate to see it. She ran on one issue, and
What was
didn't
it? They like
mention
to
all
kill
the other
babies?
ones. No.
Oh.
I'll keep boys out of the girls' bathrooms, locker rooms, showers, and boys out of girls' sports. That's it.
That's it.
She didn't say that she would continue the prosperous economy. The fact that for the past 4 years they have run a budget surplus in that state, or balanced budgets and all that kind of fun stuff. She didn't mention any of that stuff. She didn't say anything. I was going to continue Youngkin's work. She just said one
Was
thing.
Northam the governor before Youngkin?
Who?
Northam. You said Virginia or West Virginia?
Virginia.
Trying to think. Governor Northam, he's the one that said we'd like to keep the babies comfortable,
Right.
and we make a decision. If we want to revive the baby, then we'll do that if that's what the mother wishes. Otherwise, we respect the mother's right to let the baby.
I think that might be. I think
Northam?
North.
Northam was all about having the live birth and then using the body parts of babies to make flavoring for Pepsi Cola.
Oh, I bet you God would really like that. That would really make him happy.
Would. So that's breaking news. So they got their governor.
Yep. Which, to be honest with you, Virginia is a very blue state, and I was listening to some of the numbers on my way to the show, and she wasn't quite there. She was at 68% in some counties. She was at 74% in others. She needed to be right about between 78 and 80% in the heavy Republican districts, in order to carry the state. The Democrats were showing up.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I would really like to see what happens when they finish doing all of this gerrymandering.
Well, I mean, that's the thing that Republicans need to realize. When you don't go and vote, Democrats win. As they showed 4 years ago in Virginia, a blue state, Glenn Youngkin won handedly.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't actually think that there's any blue states. I believe there are blue cities, and there is a lot of cheating from those blue cities. But when you break it down county by county throughout this country, the vast majority of it is conservative, Republican, and more people are converting over.
Right.
Because of common sense.
Well,
being
if you
hit in
count
the face.
if you count counties, it's a blowout. But the problem is,
That's why they gerrymander. That's why they've had these districts drawn like, octopus tentacles all over the place.
Yeah, and what people don't realize is, what's the point of Democrats letting the illegals in? Well, the point is you
get more
take the illegals,
Yep.
and you ship them to Democrat cities, right? And then when census time comes around,
Yep.
you have more people there. They might not be able to vote,
Yeah.
but you get to count them in the census
And get seats based on it.
and get seats based on them.
Yep.
So you can create another constitutional district, another congressional district, I meant to say, by overshipping illegals. That's why Whitmer wants illegals in Michigan.
100%.
And it's like the gerrymandering thing that Democrats are crying about, right? Well, who do you think mastered it? Why do you think? See, if Democrats wouldn't have gerrymandered in the past, they'd be a permanent minority in Congress.
They wouldn't have won the last 30 years worth of elections.
There wouldn't have been any Democrat Congresses because, but I mean, we saw the results of it here when they gerrymandered here, and now we have Jennifer Conlin in Livingston County. And the only reason we have Jennifer Conlin in Michigan,
because they
Livingston
redistricted
County
into Washington.
Yeah, they redistricted down into Washington County or down into Ann Arbor.
Yep.
In order to create it, just like when you go into Wayne County and the way they carved everything out, they got to get rid of some Republican districts.
Yep.
On there, so Democrats have done this for years. This is nothing new.
Right, because they can't win in any other way.
Right, and now Democrats are crying because Republican districts. Also in California, I believe today is going to be that Proposal 50, or whatever they call that thing, where it's going to redistrict and it's going to get rid of 5 Republican seats.
Oh, yes.
Right, and what that's going to do is that's going to kick in a whole bunch of other states now. A whole bunch of Republican states are watching to see what's going on. And if these Republican states do the same thing, the Democrats are going to be done for 40 years.
Yeah. Did you say they're going to get rid of 5 Republican seats?
Yes, California, if that Proposal 50 or whatever you want to call it passes tonight,
It'll get rid of Republican seats.
it'll get rid of 5 Republican
Because I know that
congressional seats.
Texas in particular was talking about getting rid of all but 1 Democrat seat from their redistricting.
Yeah.
Properly going back to and I'm like, listen, this needs to be the redistricts need to follow as close as they can to counties.
Right.
Period. Period. You want to go a little bit bigger, then do but when you look at the maps, how jacked up they are.
Right.
That's not meant to find representation among people.
No.
That's meant to misrepresent and dilute the vote.
Right.
By flooding it with a bunch of...
And that's what Democrats have done for years.
Yeah.
Now they're bitching because we are.
Well, of course, because they know that that's the only power they ever had.
Yep.
They never had true grassroots support. They had to rig it in order to do that, and then they still had to cheat.
So how do we change that?
We redistrict ourselves, and we be as absolutely transparent, saying, look, Livingston County by itself votes predominantly conservative, almost exclusively conservative. So why does any portion of our county on a vote get a Democrat representation? Why should any of our part of our county have a Democrat representing them when all of our county votes in local politics predominantly Republican, conservative,
Now, here's something that
other
is-
than a couple
that is weird.
cities?
Here's something that is weird.
How?
Okay, the governor's race in Virginia is a blowout.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they picked the bigot by 55.59%,
Okay.
right? Compared to Sears, who only got 44.21%. So
Okay.
that's almost 12 points, like 11 and a half points there.
Were there any semi trucks that pulled up?
Now, no. In Ahashami, or whatever you say it, the lieutenant governor,
I thought you sneezed or something.
yeah, she got 53.59%. If I'd have sneezed, then I'd have said ouch, because I cracked a rib
Oh.
over the weekend.
How'd you do that, being Ted?
I have no idea. No idea. I rolled over in my sleep and
It's a heavy job being Ted, you know.
yeah.
You're
So,
probably
but
reaching
check
for
out
another-
how different the lieutenant governor's race is. At 53.62% for the Democrat, but the Republican lead is at 46.12. So the Republican running for lieutenant governor got more votes than the Republican running for governor.
That's weird.
It's
So
very
how do
weird.
do they have that in our state where you vote for both of them separately?
No, lieutenant
No,
governor.
ours is a ticket.
Yeah.
It's like president and vice president.
Yes.
But apparently in Virginia it's split.
Right. Now, now here's the Virginia Attorney General race. Now, the Democrat Jones shouldn't be elected dog catcher. Okay, she's terrible.
Right.
But in Mieris, I don't know anything about. But this is a close race. It's with 68% of the vote in, almost 69%. All right. Jones is only leading by a small margin. 50.96% of the votes compared to 48.63. So this, depending on who's out, which this late in the day, I'm thinking that it's going to be Jones in the end, because it's probably the big cities that are still out.
Still counting stuff up.
That would be my guess there.
Yeah.
But I mean, anything can happen. In New Jersey.
New Jersey. We just say
Okay,
Jersey.
yeah.
Patrick said. Just Jersey.
New Jersey only has 35% in, and it's 57% for the kooky Democrat, compared to Cotrelli, who is trailing at 42.56. But I don't know.
What a surprise.
Yeah, but it's only at 35%, so we got a long way. Okay, New York City, we have nothing in yet. California Proposition 50, I said Proposal 50, nothing in there yet. So,
Did you check Minnesota? The mayoral race? Minneapolis?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah. I am the captain now. I am the captain.
Sheffield is winning the mayoral race.
Do you have a picture of that guy on that laptop?
I do not, but there's only 3% in. So,
Okay.
So we'll let that go. Sheffield and Kinloch.
I am the captain.
I am the captain.
Minnesota. Mayor. Yeah, I know I didn't spell it right. I'm trying to do that. Oh, I said major. So why? Why? Minnesota mayor. This guy. Look at this guy. The guy, this guy here in the, so next to the lady, between the lady and the other guys. That guy right there. He's the Muslim running for mayor in Minneapolis, 2025 mayor race. And he is the captain. I am the captain from Captain Phillips. I am in charge now. I am the captain. I am the captain. I'll find it for you. I'll find the captain disclosure for you. It's hilarious, dude. Yeah. What do you got? Larry, do your... do your...
the Midwesterner.
your lightning round.
Okay.
All right. So, let's see here. I got to show you Captain Phillips. And there, so there's the captain. I am the captain. I am the captain.
That is
Now-
a really good movie. by the way.
Now we go to there. He is. He's grown a little chin hair, but he is the captain. He's going to be the. I am the mayor now. I am the mayor.
Who's that guy?
That's the Muslim running.
That's, is it Maldani?
Probably related to Ilhan Omar somehow. They're all Somali.
Yeah.
Somali, Somali. I am the captain. I am the mayor. I am the mayor. I am the captain. I am the mayor. I am the captain. Go, Larry.
Okay.
Lightning round.
All right. Can you pull up my computer?
No.
There we go. Detransition man tells Child Welfare System Subcommittee, now it's time to live as God has created me.
Okay. So he
They
detransitioned.
detransitioned.
Okay. Explain this one.
On Tuesday, the Oversight Committee on Child Welfare System, chaired by Rep. Luke Meerman,
Mian?
yes,
Mian.
a Republican from Coopersville, Michigan, heard testimony from several people who were formerly transgender and detransitioned. In their words, healthcare providers perpetrated fraud by claiming that their parents required sex change procedure. I think they wrote that wrong.
Okay.
Joni Skinner, a young man who was told to transition as a child when he was struggling with being gay, gave testimony on how, instead of being treated for his mental health problems, he was instead given puberty blockers and put on estrogen. Whoever did that needs to go to jail for life,
100%.
right? Life.
Yeah, life.
If that's what you did, you go away forever
Yeah.
and you don't never come out. Either
Right.
that or you turn them son of a guns over to the parents and let the parents do with them what they please.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, wow. I wasn't provided with enough information to have made the decision as a kid. I didn't understand that I was getting what I was getting into, Skinner said. So he can't buy cigarettes.
Right?
He can't buy alcohol. He can't buy a gun. He can't join the military, and he can't get married.
But he can make a decision about.
But he can make a decision about.
Hopping off his schmeckle.
Yes.
I want to know, did they keep it on ice so they could sew it back on at a later time?
They probably donated it. It was probably on his donation card. Actually, probably wasn't old enough to have a donation card.
Winky donation.
You could give a Winky donation.
Yes.
Yeah. I think his Winky transitioned to some dog food plant.
Well, maybe he didn't go that far.
You know, there are a lot of guys, a lot of people in that situation that only transition upper.
Yes.
Like the girls will have their boobs removed,
Uh-huh.
and the boys will have breast implants,
Uh-huh.
and they don't do what they call that's a top surgery,
Yes.
and they don't do what they call a bottom surgery.
Right.
That's a la Caitlyn Jenner.
So
Formerly Bruce Jenner is now Caitlyn Jenner.
So
Never had
so
bottom
so I
surgery.
understand this properly.
Yeah.
If a transgender male, that's a woman that's transitioning to a man, has the bottom surgery that's called an addictomy.
Yes. Yes. And the other one where they have where it's a guy who wants to become a woman, it's a subtractedectomy.
Subtractedectomy?
Yes. You can have an addictomy
Yes.
or a subtractedectomy.
Okay.
And it really comes down to a dictomy.
Is it a dick from me?
Well,
Subtract
this
a
is
dick
this
from
is
me.
why they take offense at people who call them out for those types of surgeries, because you're being a dick
A
to me.
dick, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Listen, I had a dick to me surgery, and you're being a dick to me. Okay, a dick to me.
Wow.
Yeah,
His mother also said that when she talked to the doctor about the transition,
yeah.
she was told that her opinion was a dead son or a living daughter.
Which is one of their it's
Another one of their lies.
it's another one of their huge lies, because the transgender community has the highest suicide rates, whether they transition or not. It's no different when they say that they have to have a legal abortion on demand because of rape and incest, which is 0.03% on average of all abortions performed. The other 99.7 or 0.07% are strictly birth control. So when they say, dead son, it's no different. It's no different than the argument they made for COVID. Well, my relative died of COVID, but they had the shot. Well, imagine how much worse it would have been if they didn't have the shot.
They would have died worse.
They would have died worse.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, last time I checked, death is death. I don't know. This is me.
Yeah.
Just check, death is death. Not trying to.
I know people that got the shot and got sick from it.
100%.
Well,
And then
it
there-
kills
it was a-
your
it was a-
immune system.
Well, there's also people that their hearts like swelled after they got the shot.
What? Now that's a conspiracy theory, Larry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to go back to the mayor. I pulled up some better pictures while we were doing that. While Larry's getting to his next. Are you done with that article?
Yes.
I'm going to go back to my mayoral race in Minnesota there in Minneapolis. Now, that's not the guy running for mayor. That's the actor from the movie Captain Phillips. That's the guy running for mayor. But that's the guy from the movie. And that's the guy running for mayor. And that's the guy from the movie.
They do look alike, do they not?
Yeah.
The smile, the
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah, it's a little uncanny there. What do you got for us, Larry?
Ooh, Gretchen Whitmer's administration considers skipping public hearings, rushing approval of a 575-acre rural data center opposed by their community.
What is up with these fucking data centers already?
Data centers, battery plants, they're just spending millions of dollars on confiscating people's property.
While they try to fuck us over, if they would just leave everybody to do stuff
Right.
and do their own. Again, why don't we have companies being approached to put solar on the top of their 2-acre building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we want to take over, a whole bunch of acreage over here in a former farmer field and put up a. You can't put it on the roof of a building that's already existing?
Yeah.
It'd be great for that building.
Yeah.
So
No.
Yeah, so just weeks after forcing its way into Saline Township,
Yeah?
or Saline Township, excuse
Saline.
me, against local objections, a massive data center promoted by wretched Gretchen Whitmer is seeking to bypass public meetings to expedite regulatory approval.
That's what Stretch and Gretchen Whitman is all about, is
I don't-
bypassing.
Right.
I don't think they can do that legally.
Well,
Oh, that-
yeah, but you gotta understand something.
Yes.
Since when do Democrats follow the law?
Exactly.
But if I were the residents there and we pooled our money together, I'd have one hell of a lawsuit against Gretchen Whitmer and the entire organization.
But you know, in this state of depressed incomes, that's one of the dynamics that they've worked very hard at, is keeping the people so oppressed. Look at, we're going to talk a little bit later about how the airports are threatening to shut down, and it'll be a cascade. It'll shut down all the little municipal airports and then the other ones, because it's not even the TSA people that haven't been showing up. It's quite literally the air traffic controllers. And the problem is not that the air traffic controllers don't want to be there to do their jobs. They're going on now missing at least a paycheck and a half, and they quite simply can't afford to put gas in their vehicles to drive to work.
Yeah.
You know, even though there's some of the people that are called essential workers that are supposed to be required
Yeah.
to show up. You know, like you're obligated to show up. Well, if you can't put gas in your vehicle and you ain't sending a bus, go pound sand.
Right.
You know? Larry, what's next?
Ooh. Duggan's Detroit ranks second worst in the U.S.
No.
for military veterans.
What?
Yeah.
Not taking care of military veterans?
No?
What? Do tell, Larry.
Motor City ranked 98th for both employment and quality of life. 90th for economy and 80th for health. Wow. U.S. military veterans looking for a place to live can find 98 U.S. cities that would be better than Detroit, according to a new analyst. Analysts. Yes. Sky-high veteran unemployment, poverty, and struggling economy are significant factors considered by the personal finance website Wallet Hub, which ranked Detroit nearly last on its list of best and worst places for veterans to live in 2025. Well, let's see. We have a Democrat governor.
Yeah.
So there's
Democrat mayor.
Democrat mayor.
we have a Democrat mayor.
I
So
think that
why would you expect anything less?
I would not expect anything less. I think some of those words, some phrases should be required to be spoken certain ways. Like when I say Larry,
I'm gonna like this.
it should be Chinese, where it's Rary.
Very.
Yes. This is gonna.
But
this is
the
gonna
other
be-
one, what was it? The wallet? What was the wallet thing? The wallet?
Yeah.
What did it say? The wallet? What was the phrase? Wallet?
It was.
You already missed the page.
Yeah, it's already.
Anyways,
it's long gone.
as you were saying wallet, I thought, man, that should be pronounced like with somebody who went through a bout of either deafness or still has partial hearing loss. Where it's wallet. It should be a wallet. The wallet provisions should be able to say it. Like you can't quite. It's a little muffled in the ear canal. Wallet. You know why? Because the cartoon. Remember the cartoon
Yeah.
Wally? Wally. That's how he would. I just think. Wally. Go, Larry.
Okay.
Listen, you guys tune in because that's the way my brain works.
All right.
All right.
Ready for this? next
No,
one?
I'm not.
Gretchen
Go.
Whitmer tells San Francisco audience she hasn't yet processed the 2020 plot to kidnap and kill her.
Oh. Well, you know what you can do? You know what you can do, Gretchen?
do you know-
just a suggestion. You know what you can do?
Admit.
Stop fucking lying.
Well, she hasn't had to process it because it didn't exist.
It wasn't true.
Yeah.
It was made up by the FBI to try to get her the VP spot on the Democrat ticket. That's the entire story.
Yes.
And what, 7 or 8 of the defendants
Uh-huh.
that were not feds out of the 15,
Yes.
3 pled because they felt no other obligation. The other ones were acquitted
Yes.
or found not guilty.
As a matter of fact, this awesome show has 8 hours of footage interviewing the people acquitted.
Correct. And we also have, we've had this lady on before. So they're still working on the documentary. This is called...
And we go now to new developments in the plot
Kidnap
to
and kill.
kidnap and kill Governor Gretchen Whitmer. 13 suspects arrested, including 7 alleged members of a right-wing militia group
who were preparing to kidnap and possibly kill me.
Bullshit.
The defense claims the FBI, through undercover agents and informants, were behind the
At
plan.
least 12
and that
informants.
Fox and Croft were duped into going along with it.
What the FBI did is unconscionable.
It's almost like they had their evidence, had their facts, and created the crime.
Let's get a plan together to attack our governors all at the same time.
We can cloud the water. We can send everybody into disarray and chaos.
He's the perfect chameleon. He knew exactly what to say, how to say it.
Dan Chappell was the driving force of it all.
He was there to lead. He was there to orchestrate.
I think he viewed us as an opportunity.
Everything here is a lie or a manipulation.
It's almost impossible to fathom how brazen, how bold, and how dangerous these individuals were.
Thank you to the fearless FBI agents.
Inside, the takedown of the FBI agent who led one of the nation's biggest domestic terror investigations.
If you can think of a synonym for patriots, think of terrorists.
You're seeing the exact same methodology being
Interesting.
used.
Synonym for patriot is terrorist.
Everything about this case was a terrorism.
There's the Knoll brothers.
I agree.
Had them on the show twice now.
Unlimited power, unlimited money. My biggest fear is being, called a terrorist from the nation that I love.
Your entire life could be taken away from you for something you didn't do.
What they've done is destroying lives.
And I will not stop until he's free or I die.
Yeah.
Has Trump
you know the interesting
about
about
these people yet?
I don't think it was federal. The FBI was involved, but I think the charges ended up being state charges.
No, they're all federal.
Were they federal kidnapping charges?
Yep.
Well, you've got 3 people that pled guilty, to my knowledge, and the other ones fought it,
right?
Including the Knoll brothers, and were acquitted.
Just out of curiosity, would you plead guilty to something you didn't do?
Hell no. But I know how they work.
Yeah.
I know how they work.
Yeah.
I told you before, my buddy went to prison for 8 years.
Yeah.
Because he was involved in mortgage fraud. And he was legitimately involved in mortgage fraud. They came to him and said, plead guilty to 2 counts of attempted wire fraud of $600,000 or more, or we're going to hit you with the entire $52 million the total pool of money. They actually charged all 8 people individually with the total amount of money, which is illegal. You have to do your due diligence as a prosecutor to find out how much you're actually liable for.
But your buddy actually committed a crime, right?
Correct, but they told him to plead guilty, or they would charge him with everything that they could. So he turned state's evidence. He testified because by the time he was being charged, he was a number of years removed from the situation. He had gotten out of that organization. The main guy that was running the organization was a crazy motherfucker that actually threatened all of them if they left that he would kill them, brandished weapons on a regular basis, and told them if they left. So once you get into an organization and then you realize they're doing mortgage frauds and you have compromised moral ethics at the time, you go along with it as long as you can, but your conscience begins to eat at you.
Yes.
And by the time that my friend was raided by the FBI, he had been removed several years from that situation. And when they talked to him, he spilled everything. And they fucked him over because he was supposed to get points awarded to him for testifying, for telling what he knew, for sharing information with it's called a proffer agreement, proffer agreement. And he was supposed to be earning points, and his one lawyer died. And they mysteriously lost the proffer agreement. And I watched during the sentencing, 2 of the FBI agents that had worked with him for several years on the case tear up and turn around and hug him and apologize because they knew he shouldn't have been maybe get a year or 2, and some probation. Not 8.5 years. And they literally, the prosecutor lied or coerced the judge, not coerced the judge, but got the judge to go along with
Of course, the judge.
An older judge. So you got 2 counts of attempted wire fraud that are exact same amount. That's the exact same time they should run together. That's 4.25 years. She said, Judge, we think that we should really make an example out of this person. Can we change the sentencing guidelines so that it runs consecutive, not concurrent? So instead of getting 4.25 years, he got 8.5. The judge literally, against federal law, changed the sentencing guidelines right there. And my friend by that time had lost his first lawyer, had died. Second lawyer had taken over the case at the law firm and then screwed him over. He ended up, by the time he was done, he had a court-appointed attorney. Obviously, it exhausted all of his resources, and you're at the mercy of the courts. So I know how these.
Well, look what they did to Flynn. You know, he lost his home and everything.
The Fed has the highest conviction rates because they will threaten you with anything that they need to get you to plead.
Yeah.
So those guys that did plead in the case, I guarantee you they were so scared. You've got guys just in local jurisdictions that will be held in an interrogation room for 24 hours or more until they're so broken down that they go, whatever. I've watched too many documentaries. Yeah, whatever. What do you want me to say? Can I just go home? Can I just do this? Can I do that? There's thousands of documentaries out there of people that were wrongly convicted because they gave a false confession under extreme interrogation.
See, I wouldn't do that. I mean,
I get it.
I mean, if you're talking, if I'm innocent, right? If I'm guilty of something,
yeah,
you know, and they have me and they offer me a deal, okay, that's one thing.
Yep.
But to blatantly charge me and say, hey, yeah, you did this, and I'm gonna say court-appointed attorney, trial by the jury, let her fucking rip.
And that's you, and you're a very strong person. But I'm going to tell you that there are people that they walk in and they go, look, we're going to send you away for the rest of your life. We've got enough evidence. You can get your court-appointed attorney.
And then I would say, you better, because if I ever get out, I'm coming to find you.
And that would be another charge they would put on you for threatening a federal.
Go ahead. What difference does it make? They're already threatening to put me away for life. So go ahead.
I know, but what you also have to realize is they walk in there and go, look, just plead guilty to this one charge.
Yeah.
You'll do 6 months and you'll be done.
Yeah.
And you'll do 3 months. You'll be done. And they go, come on, you don't want to go to jail for the rest of your life. Just do this 3 months. And they do it, and then they get up there during sentencing, and the judge goes, yeah, I don't like this 6 month thing. You're getting 10 years. And there's nothing they can fucking do about it.
That's why you don't make a deal with the devil.
Correct, but you're savvy, and the vast majority of people are not savvy. So you and I and Patrick will sit here at the table saying, go fuck yourself. But the vast majority of the people are trusting and believing when they say, look, hey man, just plead guilty. You'll get 6 months.
They do the good cop, bad cop thing. And
I had a buddy that was talked into it by a prosecutor. Just plead guilty. It's just a statutory sexual misconduct charge. It's not a big deal. She was 17, you're 19. He's like, I never had sex with her. He goes, I know, but you know, just plead guilty. It'll go away. He was on the sex registry for 25 years. Never did a thing. She came out several years later and testified to that case or admitted that, but not in a court. And my buddy was on that registry for 25 years. Now, if you're a true fucked up pedophile type person, you need to be on that registry. My friend was not. I looked him in the face multiple times. I know that for a fact. It was his sister's friend who was a whore sleeping around town. And her parents found out that she was sleeping around and, of course, didn't want to blame her. Well, this boy must have taken advantage of you. And they went to 3 other guys first and then came to my buddy and said, you did it. And he goes, no, I didn't. And they said, yeah, you did. And he's young? And he goes, what? And they go, this will all go away. Just take this plea agreement. It'll all go away. And for 25, 26, he still lives with the overshadowing him. And he's mad multiple people look at the case. And if he had, you know, a good 20, 30 grand in his pocket, he could drop it in the lawyer's hands, and they would take it to court, and his record would be wiped clean, because they would know what papers to fire. I've sat down with different lawyers and talked about it, and it all comes down to the money.
Oh yeah.
So I agree with your
convictions on it.
Conviction on it, Larry, but until you're in that situation, you don't know what kind of crazy shit's going on, and you and I are the small percentage of people that would say, come hell or high water, go fuck yourself. Yeah. But there's a lot of other people that would take the deal because they think that's the only way out without serving multiple years.
And what they do is they drain you. They drag these things out for years.
Years.
Your attorney's going into court every month or so just to have the case, you know.
That's why you tell them court-appointed attorney.
I understand that. You understand that. But I'm telling you, look at the kid that we interviewed here for taking a firearm to a college campus up north in the UP that has an armory where you take your guns in because there's hunting and there's firearms trainings on the campus. But because he posted a picture of it before he went to campus that year and said, look I'm bringing this baby to campus with me this year. Watch all the snowflakes melt.
Yeah.
And they charged him with that. Mm-hmm. He lived under house arrest for, I think, 2 years while he went through that process.
He did.
And if it wasn't for his father being able to take care of him, military, wasn't he a colonel? He would have, what else is he going to do? You know? The only reason the No brothers were two of the small number of guys that were able to fight against Whitmer is because they were self-employed and could still manage to find work. You get blackballed, you get blacklisted. We've got friends, and the Republican Party got attacked by other people in the Republican Party, and got attacked by leftists. They went after her husband, got him fired, which caused them to lose their house, which caused them to then bounce between a few rentals, destroyed them. So all things being equal, I'm with you. But all shit's not equal. And until those chips are down, there are multiple guys, case in point, Owen Schroyer, formerly with InfoWars, never did anything wrong. But they had him on trespassing beforehand in the Capitol, because he went in there and stood on the Capitol floor and called out congressmen or senators for being liars and stuff like that. Because he was there as a reporter on January 20th, they said, you violated your probation. You're going to jail. You're going to prison for 20 years. So he pled guilty or took a deal and served 4 months in prison. Now, I believe he got something from the president, but they were threatening him with multiple years. We can get a court-appointed attorney. We can fight the hell out of that. It'll exhaust the fuck out of most people, and it's designed that way. It's lawfare. So I get you being an elder statesman that is going to give me a court-appointed attorney, but then what happens when your boss says, dude, I'm getting multiple calls at the office. I got to let you go. I can't take it anymore. Court-appointed attorney, now you got to sell your house. Now you got to sell your vehicles. Now you got to sell this. That's what they do to fuck people over. And so I'm with you in principle, absolutely. I agree with you 100%, that I would stand there and say, fuck you, come hell or high water. I'll live in a cardboard box, and I will vindicate my name.
Yeah, they can do that. They can do that to Rudy Giuliani, and they can do that to Flynn and folks like that.
Roger Stone.
Do it to anybody. Yeah.
Roger Stone lost everything. General Flynn lost everything. Giuliani lost almost everything. I mean, we're talking, when we say lost everything, you're living in a $1 million home, not because you're a millionaire, but because you've done your work, Roger Stone sells books, General Flynn served in the military and sold books and done other stuff, and then, is that thing off or what?
Yeah.
Battery died? Okay. That's part of the lawfare. Alex Jones will tell you on his show, he's spent more money for legal fees than he's ever spent on supporting the show.
Oh, sure.
When they go through the money they go through and do the balance the books and go through his finances, the money that's come in for the show, there's been more money in the 30 years he's been doing the show. There's been more money in the last 10 years fighting these lawsuits put towards legal fees than in the 30 years of running the show. Because that's what they do. And if it wasn't for the show, he wouldn't have had it. In fact, it got to a certain point where one of the judges said, you can't use the money from the show. Even though it was on the show that we're accusing you of doing stuff that that's why we're prosecuting you, is because of things you said on the show, but you can't ask the listeners of the show to help support you to pay for your legal. So he had to file bankruptcy and liquidate everything he had. And thankfully lives in Texas to where he didn't have to, go homeless.
Right.
But
does Texas have that home law too, like Florida?
Yes.
Where they can't take your home?
Can't take your home and can't take your primary vehicle, and there's a number of other things.
Yeah.
Okay. But so I'm in principle I'm right with you, buddy. But
and it needs to be that way.
Until we're all put in that situation, it's easy for us to say, and I get it, but I've seen my friends go through stuff. And so I'm actually on the flip side. I don't think of them as being weak and why did you take a deal? I go, God, I don't know what I would have done if I was in your shoes. Yeah. Your family's being threatened. I mean, just the Knoll brothers alone being on here.
And they spent over $100,000.
100%.
Well, besides that, they destroyed their homes. They drove vehicles through the front door of the house and tore all the drywall out, saying they were looking for weapons and money.
Terrorize their kids?
Yep.
You watch your kids get terrorized by an FBI raid, it changes your heart.
Yep.
When you look into I've sat and talked with William and I'm losing this other name. The Knoll brothers. I've sat and looked them in the face and they said, dude, when your kids have to go through therapy because they're terrified of what the government did, busting down your door with guns drawn over this shit, he's like, it's and they stood their ground, like you're saying. He said, but it's, and then we had the one guy, one of the other defendants that fought, and it led to his divorce. Him and his wife divorced.
Yeah.
Because it was such an internal struggle that he dealt with, and she didn't know how to process it, and he didn't know how to process it with her. They got divorced. He said, it destroyed my marriage. Yeah, I'm here, I'm liberated, but it destroyed my marriage. I know I had 2 lawsuits that were bullshit. I won them. I have $10,000 of fucking debt, or $10,000 I lost that created other debt because I had to pay lawyers to fight 2 cases that were bullshit.
Yeah.
But I still paid for it. Because in civil cases, there's no court appointed. I mean, there is a dynamic of representing yourself and some other stuff. But when you're dealing with the one case, I never went to court. I never did a single deposition. $5,000. $5,000 because I was included in the lawsuit. Because a homeowner sued the builder. I was 3rd in line as a subcontractor. And initially I was included as a witness, and last minute the lawyers decided to include us as part of the plaintiff pool. And $5,000 later the judge threw it out and said they had nothing to do with it. They literally installed what the other 2 builders told them to install. How are they liable for anything? And further, plaintiff hasn't proved that the defendants have liability and that what they installed was substandard because you got some cracked drywall and had to pay tens of thousands of dollars on their end, the defendants, to have technicians come in and test shit to prove that it was not substandard, that it was approved by an architect, that it was all on the up and up. But $5,000 out of my fucking pocket later, what do I do? These are the factors. And so...
Yeah, at that point you have to countersue, which means you have to hire a lawyer.
On most of those cases, you're going to spend another 10, 20 grand, and it's a shot in the dark whether you get any vindication and anything covered.
Yeah, everything's always a shot in the dark when it comes to law. I mean, that that's the thing. Even when you win a lawsuit, you know, we're going to have a lady on the show coming up. She's coming in on a Sunday.
Yeah.
She refused to take a COVID shot.
Right.
And the company she worked for fired her.
And she won.
And she won.
And and that's great, and I love it. And one of the questions I'll ask her is...
Not only did she win, but the company admitted guilt.
Yes, and that's huge.
And it's
precedent.
right. This is a precedent-setting case.
Yes.
You know, so it is something that we will talk about on the show.
Yeah.
At this point, because she doesn't have the check in her hand.
Yeah.
I can't give any specifics.
Right. So that's some dynamics though that I look at. I look at that full picture of.
I wouldn't even say the check in her hand. I'd say that the check has cleared her bank.
Right.
Well,
yeah. You can check your Facebook Messenger and see if you got the the Sage documents.
Okay. I see that Coach Kim has chimed in there saying, hey guys. Hey, Coach Kim.
Is that who I think it is?
I believe so.
Well, hello, Kim.
Larry sent me pictures. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Which ones you want, Larry?
The ones you were just looking at.
These ones?
Yep, that one first. For immediate release.
Oh, come on. Look at going smaller. Look at that. Did you see what that did? So stupid the way they do that stuff. Anyways, state finding Livingston Integrity Committee violated campaign finance law. Harlan, Michigan. The Michigan Department of State Bureau's elections found has issued a formal warning and a directive to the political action group following a complaint filed by resident Alex Yarber. Yes, I think we've gone over this, but I thought it was very interesting to find it on listed on WHMI, so that was very interesting to me. You know, it was interesting to me. I find it was interesting. All right, you're done over there, aren't you?
Yes. And
Good.
all this news and more would be available on the Midwesterner.
Midwesterner.
Yes, that's the Midwesterner.
Yeah.
News.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I like the Midwesterner. It's a good group.
It's good stuff. They do a good job over there.
Yes,
I appreciate them. Have you ever been able to contact them, Larry, and get them to give it? We want some exclusives from them, buddy.
There you go.
Kim heard you, said hi. Hello. That's like when I say Rary. Hello.
Tell her to come by and have a piece of your birthday cake.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I think you just did. I don't think
I did.
Can you hand me that Di Serono bottle?
No, because you might throw it at me.
No, this one's full.
Oh, okay.
I only throw empty ones because if I were to throw this one and somehow it would break, even though this is thick-ass glass, I would be mortified that I had wasted that much Di Serono.
Wouldn't be good, would it?
Dude, it would not be good. It would be a disappointing action on my part. We got that Old Forester over there. We got that. You know what, Larry? Hand me that tequila there. Let me see what that smells like. Oh, let's see. It's got a nice bottle.
Is that the Old Forester we've already opened, or is that?
No, that's a new one.
It's a new one.
It's got a interesting tequila. It's definitely in what's that? An añejo, or is it reposado?
Kind of cool.
It's in between a reposado and an añejo. It looks like an.
It tastes a little better. It smells good.
I always get my phrases mixed up. And añejo, reposado, and blanco is the type that I like, which is the clear. Añejo. This is añejo. I thought it was thinner. So añejo is the second amount of aging, and then reposado is the darkest tequila. That's the one that's been in the barrel for the longest. It doesn't say how long, does it?
What is Jose Cuervo?
Gay.
Gay tequila? That's the nasty stuff. That's the stuff that everybody drinks because it's cheap.
Yes.
And then you get sick on it, and then you hate tequila, thinking that there can't possibly be
exactly
tequila out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like. I'm partial to 1800 silver. I do like that, but I'll tell you what, 1800 Cristalino.
Yeah.
A lot of Cristalinos, no matter what the brand, it could be any of the brands. Cristalino, they're phenomenal.
No shot glasses up here.
Do I have a Cristalino bottle up here? Oh, there's a Patron Cristalino.
I like Hornitas.
Yeah.
So does Coach Kim eat?
So there's
stuff like cake? Probably not, Because
there's
she's in such good shape.
There's a Patron, and if you see it right underneath there, it says Cristalino. So all of the Cristalinos are they're fully aged, easy, Rocco. I like my ears, Ron. All of the Cristalinos were. Are you going to get the shot glasses, or do you want the little? No, go get the big ones. All of the tequila Cristalinos, they take. All right, quick lesson once again because I like doing it. A silver Blanco tequila is aged 0 to 3 months on average. A añejo is aged from 3 months to a year and a half in oak barrels. A reposado is aged from 1 to 3 years, well, usually a year and a half to 3 years in oak barrels, and that's why they get the darker amber color, because they're in the
oak barrels.
In the oak barrels, and you get oak tones and oak flavorings. So, but what a lot of people find, and the drawback that they find on it, is that some of the añejos and reposados start to resemble more whiskey tones than they do original agave spirit tones. But you still want the aging and you want the floral notes out of it. So what they've started to do in the most recent years, is they'll take that 3 years aged reposado, and they run it through charcoal filters and different filters, and it pulls out the colors and the overt overtones, but keeps the very unique floral undertones and like the sweet vanilla tone that you would get, and some of the other flowery tones that you would get with the tequila, and it creates a very smooth tequila with some nice flavorings in it, without the smoky overtones that you would get that pull it back from being close to a whiskey. Because at a certain point, whiskey, you can use, corn mash or potato or some of these other dynamics. You can use the alcohol base becomes less important as the aging process in the barrels. And so what they're looking at is, when you get to a certain point with aging any liquor in a barrel, you start to get closer to a homogeneous flavoring that's only unique to the barrel itself, not unique to the alcohol. And so with coming in with the Cristalino and doing the filtering process they do, they're bringing back that really good tequila smoothness with great spirits that are extracted from the wood without having any of that burnt barrel flavor being the first thing or the last thing that you get. So that makes sense. Yeah. So, and it, you know, I'd like to see them do. It would be interesting to me if it starts to catch on with some of the whiskeys. I would like to see somebody in the whiskey environment attempt, and maybe somebody has, but attempt to do a Cristalino style
bourbon
filtering a bourbon or a whiskey where they run it through a filtering and it pulls out some of the overt overtones and leaves you with more of a, think of it like a moonshine with some really cool flavors that you only get through the aging, but then you pull out some of that. Sometimes the smokiness can overpower any of the other really cool flavor palettes that come out of that stuff. And I think that would be very interesting.
I'm betting these guys have tried all kinds of stuff. I mean, they just sit around and see what they can cook up.
You know, you would think that, but at the same time, this Cristalino way of processing has really swept. I remember over the last, 10 years, but really predominantly over the last 4 or 5 that I noticed. And the Cristalino flavorings, I know we've had some shots. I guarantee you we've had some shots. Yeah. And I got a bunch of buddies that, you know, if it's not out of the price range, you pick the Cristalino. Now, an 1800 silver is going to be, I want to say $40, maybe $35. Is that right?
Yeah.
For a, a 750.
750, yeah.
But a Cristalino could run you 55, 60.
What I liked most was that agave stuff that we had.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
They don't make it anymore. I love the agave. Yeah. So the agave, for those out there in Rio Linda, the agave is...
they mix it with cognac?
Yes. It was done before the lockdowns, before the government fucked everything up. Agave.
They sent the tequila over to France, where they blended it with cognac.
Yeah.
And they aged it for a period of time. And
yeah. Oh, I think I'm going to the site because I still remember the site. Maybe they've started remaking it, but I haven't seen it yet. Here's the wall feed. So, Tequila de France. So they take, there's the bottle, and I used to keep some in there. Yeah. So they would take the, as it says there, the Blue Weber Blue Agave and cognac and mix them together, and it had phenomenal flavorings.
Oh yeah, it was really
look at
good.
it. It says right there, out of stock. You can't get it. Yeah. Because when everything shut down, all of the government stuff shut down. Nobody could get it. I had a number of bottles. We had one gal that worked at the one party store, and we would.
Had a standing order there.
Standing order, yeah. And if she knew of other party stores around, they don't call them party stores. What do they call them? Markets. Yeah. If she knew of other markets, in the area where their distributors went, she had a standing order of saying, if you find some of that and they don't want it, we'll take it, and we would buy it out, and we loved it. Look at Larry. He's crazy.
With the birthday cake.
With the birthday cake.
Well, hell, but the only thing is we don't have candles in it, so we can, of course, they don't want to hear me sing.
Yeah, we do sing.
How about that for...
Is that like a strawberry sponge cake?
Yes.
Okay. Turn your microphone back on. So anyways, that's agave. That's some pretty cool stuff. Yeah, dude, we used to keep that in the freezer, and that
Is
stuff.
my mic back on? There you go. Happy birthday, buddy.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. 53 years young and kicking.
Well, you're always kicking. You came out kicking. Your mom said that you did. Yep.
Anytime somebody asks me if I'm ready, I said, dude, I came out screaming. That's right. What you need to ask for. Hey.
Toast.
We're doing
a cake toast?
A cake toast? Is that how that works?
Happy birthday to friends.
Thanks, man. Don't cross the streams.
Well,
Oh, that is good.
Kim wants to know if you think coaches eat cake.
No.
Probably not. I do kind of think they don't.
No?
No, because they
got to maintain that figure.
This is not the breakfast of champions here, no.
Larry cracks me up. Come in with his Diet Coke, and this while he's chewing on Twizzlers. I love you. Thanks, buddy. What kind of cake do you guys like out there? Chime in the chat.
German chocolate.
German chocolate's good. German chocolate's really good.
Yeah.
The coconut.
I think I like a dark, not a dark chocolate, but what's the not German chocolate, but it's a chocolate.
Fudge chocolate.
Yes. Fudge chocolate with
well, it has coconut
strawberries all over it.
Now, doesn't German chocolate have pecans or something chomped up in the
That doesn't sound
coconut.
That sounds demonic to me.
Coconut. And
nuts. Some nuts.
It's got some sort of nut on it.
Yes, it does. Maybe walnuts.
Maybe.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's the coconut I like.
Right?
Yes.
Coach.
So does the coach eat cake?
She's laughing.
She's laughing? Yeah.
Hey, I saw her with some sweets Saturday night, you know.
Yeah.
It's all about pacing. You can have cheat days.
Yeah.
Those are Rice Krispie treats. And she sucked down a couple of those, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rice Krispie treats are pretty innocuous. Red velvet. Oh, Dale's saying red velvet and carrot cake. You know what? When you do a good carrot cake, even though you hate carrots and I'm not a big carrot fan,
carrot cake's good.
A good carrot cake is pretty phenomenal.
Isn't it just, I mean, to be honest with you, isn't carrot cake just spice cake? Where you throw sliced up carrots in it.
Don't fuck it up for us, Larry. I want to go, I eat carrots. Carrot in a cake. I'll tell you what, though, some of the best stuff is blueberry bread.
Blueberry anything.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we had blueberry pancakes this morning.
Did you really?
For breakfast.
I love blueberry pancakes.
I got up at the bright and early crack of 10:30, 11, something like that. And Vicki was texting me and she said, we can go to breakfast and come back, and we had a little project to do. Or we can do the little project and go to breakfast. I said, I'm ready to eat. And we went to Bob Evans and she got 4 blueberry pancakes and ate 2, gave me 1, and I ate that one. And brought one home with my biscuits. And I get the skillet. It's a skillet omelet thing. And, they get the blueberry sauce that you're supposed to put over the pancakes. And normally they put it over. We ask them to put it on the side all the time so the pancakes, if we want to take one home, it's not soggy.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, that sauce is, it's great because all the blueberries in it are about pea size. They're not these huge, inflated, fake-looking ass blueberries.
On steroids.
Yeah, on steroids. They're these little tiny blueberries, and they're perfect, And that sauce is, I don't know what's in the sauce. That gives you pause, but the blueberries in it are phenomenal. And you put just enough of that on the blueberry pancake, and a little bit of syrup, a little bit of butter, and you got coma going. I mean, that's a coma. It's a sugar coma.
I like making pancakes on that flat top grill that I got. That thing works great.
Oh, dude, I love making them. Yeah. Through the early summer, through the springtime, and then the early summer with when I was watching grandkids for my daughter, there were many mornings where we went out there, and my one grandson was really into it. He's like, show me how, Grandpa. I'm like, first thing you do is you get your temp just right. You got to go crazy by it. But you get that temp going right, and then you get your bacon on there, and you start your bacon here, and then when you do your flip on the bacon, you move them over, And now you got that nice bacon grease right on that skillet, and you start pouring the pancakes, and by the time that bacon's done cooking on that second side of it, them pancakes have been cooked and flipped, and they're ready to go, and you just start serving them up, and they got that, great nonstick from the bacon grease, and you got the bacon coming off, and then you do a little side area of scrambled eggs, and let that all go, and
What
chop it
about
up.
shredded potatoes with some onions in it for hash browns?
Not for these kids. I'm lucky if they eat the eggs. Normally they just take the bacon and the pancakes.
They got to do the whole thing, man.
You got to do it all?
Yeah.
I'd have to, well, the problem is I'd have to get them in there to get them. I'm like, who's going to chop it up? The potatoes. They go, we don't need potatoes that bad, Grandpa.
You shred them. You get one of those shredders,
Yeah, I know. You're talking ambition levels now. What do you got going on there in chat, Larry?
Oh, nothing much.
So you done with your lightning round?
Coach Kim says she's the only one that can eat everything.
I'm not one who can eat anything.
Oh, she's not one.
Yeah. I fight my thyroid.
Thyroid daily? Yeah.
Eat well and work out daily.
Yeah, you got to. No matter what conditions you're
Wish I
not
had
doing.
time for that.
Working out?
Yeah.
You're working out.
Yeah.
My workout today was a long bike ride. Felt
Nice.
good,
Nice. I was feeling a little sluggish, and then made it to hockey, and you're exhausted by the time you put on all your gear.
Yeah.
But then once I had all the gear on and got out on the ice, it took me about 5-10 minutes of warming up, and I was ready to go.
I got a phone call today, and I wanted to share this with you. So, my knee doctor called me.
Knee doctor?
Yeah, my knee doctor.
Okay.
Orthopedic surgeon calls me up. His office, not him, of course. Said that our healthcare approved the shots for my knees.
But they won't pay for it.
Right? They did. They approved it.
Okay.
Right? So it's a series of shots for my knees.
Yeah.
Right?
Usually a cortisone shot?
No.
Localized?
No, it's some thing that he says will really help my knees out. Right? So it's one shot per knee every week for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Right? And
chicken collagen?
The copay is only $431 a shot.
Per day. How many?
Per week.
Per week.
So it's 2 shots, one in each knee, $431.
Are you telling this is a good thing?
It's Obamacare.
So it's not a good thing?
No.
The Affordable Care Act?
No. Now, if I'd have needed these shots previous to Obamacare,
yeah,
it would have cost me $10.
Now, you can't be critical, Larry. That's called the Affordable Care Act. It has to be affordable on its face. I mean,
Yes.
it's just automatic.
Yes.
You can't.
What's 431 times 3? Just a little bit under $1,300, right?
I mean, you're the math wizard.
Yeah, everybody should be able to afford that, right? You get chump change. I carry that in my wallet.
Disposable cash.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't eat more.
Obamacare is a joke.
Whoops. I pushed the wrong button. That's what happens when you're reaching for the button and your other finger grazes the touch screen. All right, let's see here. We don't know. Check what's going on in Minnesota for the the Minneapolis mayoral race. We want to know if it's Captain Phillips or somebody else. I'm the mayor now. In other news here, if you didn't see this earlier in the day, New York. NYC polling stations.
Oh, New York. They've already called it for the communist.
Of course. Listen to this. New York City polling stations swatted hours before locations close. NYPD and FBI investigating. Oh, why would they be investigating Plus, the ballots listed Mondani twice, ensuring the defeat of Cuomo. Not that we wanted Cuomo, because he... Oh, that was the... I'm gonna pull that up.
Well, who is truly the lesser of two evils in this case? You have a full-blown communist.
When
right?
you have to look at it that way,
you have a full-blown communist, and then you've got another guy that ships seniors off to die in nursing homes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I have that meme. Where's the meme at? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. New York's elderly Jews, oh, get off the fucking screen. New York's elderly Jews torn between man who would kill them for being Jewish and the man who would kill them for being elderly. The elderly Jewish community is reportedly at a crossroads on Election Day. Mandani wants me dead for being Jewish, and Como wants to shove me in a nursing home to be infected with COVID and refuse to admit me to the hospital. It's a really tough choice. So there you go with that. We'll see what's happened. Mondani, is he officially Mandani? Is he officially the mayor?
Fox News projects
Mandani.
Yeah, socialist shockwave. Mondani stuns New York City as voters hand power to Democrats' far left flank.
Right, right.
So, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, and this is terrible for the people of New York. It is terrible for the country, and probably the best gift to Republicans in 60 years.
Okay.
So, I mean, this guy, if he does any of the things that he's campaigned on doing,
he'll screw
New York City so
Hardcore.
sideways. And he said he's going to take on Trump directly. Well, go ahead, stupid.
Look at the amount of people that have
go ahead, stupid.
Look at the amount of people that have converted.
Cut off every penny to that state like that.
Look at the amount of people that converted because of Biden's 4 years. I don't think we have the mandate and wave for Trump without 4 years of the auto pen.
Yeah.
You know, so I agree with you. I think that, you know, we need a Muslim mayor down there in Dearbornistan telling the Christians there who are asking them to turn the fucking speakers down at 5 in the morning for the call to prayer, that they don't want to hear it, who says you're not welcome in this district, and I will celebrate a parade the day that you move out of this area. Oh, you want to pull that up? I'll pull that up. Let's see.
Mayor of Dearborn.
Dearborn mayor.
Those Christian
to celebrate, to celebrate when Christian leaves.
Was a Christian pastor as well as. Yeah.
Let's see what we get here. He refuses. This is on Fox News. Here it is. Dearborn mayor refuses to apologize for telling Christian minister he was not welcome.
Ted Barham, resident of Dearborn.
There we go.
Can I start my 3 minutes now?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay. I have no intention of bringing a lawsuit for the infringement of my rights. People have been saying I should do that all over the world. I have no intention of doing that.
This is from September 23rd. Can't see it on the screen.
The mayor, in a way, cursed me, as was seen around the world, and I would like to repeat what I said that day to you, Mr. Mayor. God bless you. I think of the words of the Messiah, bless those who curse you, and some other very powerful words which were mentioned this week at a prominent funeral about loving your enemies and love your haters. And I think this is a very important message in our society right now, not just in regards to Muslim Christian relations, but in our society generally. I see way too many people calling the other side a POS. If you don't know what that is, that's fine. I'm not going to tell you, but I just think there's way too much hate
This guy is so
in
extremist.
society right now.
Yes.
And so I want to encourage
Did he bring a blow-up
loving your
piece?
haters. And
Are you listening to him?
I would say that in regards
Yeah,
to
he's
Hezbollah as
so-
well.
I mean,
I
I
would say
can
that
just
in
tell
regards
right
to
now
Mr.
that he is
Sablani,
just
and I would say that to Israel
extremely.
too.
I'm scared.
Love your haters.
Dude.
Yeah, he sounds violent.
I think the people of
He's saying
Israel
well.
should follow the
Yeah,
example of
he
the
needs-
greatest Jewish person that there ever was, the Lord Jesus, the Messiah. So, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask a favor. And I'll preface this. There's nowhere in the world where we are able to speak completely freely as Christians. Here in Western countries, we're slandered as Islamophobes when we try gently and respectfully to invite Muslim people to believe in the Lord Jesus. And in Muslim countries, there are so many violations of human rights. And just to give an example, Mayor Hamoud, you were in Mecca a few months ago on the Hajj, the original Islamic country, and in that country, there is still not allowed to be even one church, not one church in that whole country. In Gaza, there are less than 1,000 Christians. It's such a tiny minority. And as if that wasn't bad enough, 30 of them were slaughtered by Hamas after October 7.
You have 30 seconds.
Lebanon does not allow the same rights that we have here. I know somebody who's kicked out of Lebanon after 35 years, a gentle missionary. So I do not think this is acceptable. Enough is enough. This needs to stop now, and it needs to stop here. And I would like to ask a favor, if I may, just kind of as a symbol of the type of freedom that I'm asking for. Would it be possible for you, Mayor Hamoud, in front of the world and council members, to join me in saying, we would like to put out a Christian call to prayer and a Christian call to faith in all the countries around the world where an Islamic call to prayer goes out. We would like to put that out, and I would like to invite my friend Ali to read the words that we want to go out in the Christian call to prayer in Arabic or in whatever other language. And I would like to say them in English, if I may. If I may just have a few more seconds.
Your time has expired. You made your point. We appreciate it.
I understand that, but I feel like last time there was a little bit of, bending of the rules. That's fine.
I
understand,
gave you an
sir.
opportunity.
I understand completely. Thank you very much.
so much for being here.
Now here's the response, and I wanted you to hear all of that so you get this asshole's
the best
response.
of America. We put into practice the ideal that people of all backgrounds, of all faiths, and of all beliefs can live peacefully and respectfully as neighbors, as classmates, as business owners, and as congregants. And that is precisely why we have long been mislabeled and targeted, long before the sensationalized headlines of this past week. For decades, people have been intent on dividing and disparaging our city.
As Dearborn
Growing up,
stand?
many of us recall those who came into Dearborn from across the country to burn religious texts in front of the mosques, or to harass families attending the Arab American Festival. Dearborn has often been slandered for simply coexisting peacefully, because the truth is, some people are uncomfortable and frankly upset about seeing church steeples and mosque domes share the same skyline on roads like Alter Street on Alter Road. But Dearborn has never fallen for these divisive attempts. Back then and still now, Dearborn residents from every corner of the city have come together to shun hatred and to root it out of the place that we're all proud to call home. We are united. Every time someone has tried to unravel the fabric of this great city, we've stood together, shoulder to shoulder. That unity has carried us before, and it's what gives families in Dearborn comfort and confidence in the future of our hometown. Across every background, every faith, every identity, we have built a city that is not only strong, but truly an example for the rest of this nation. And as you've heard tonight, those who call Dearborn home know who we are. A city that welcomes and embraces everyone.
Bullshit.
It is our hope that one day the unity you actually find in Dearborn amongst its residents is the same unity and coexistence that you see across our entire nation. That is an America we all can pray for. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that is not the full clip that I wanted.
No, that wasn't the one that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Well, tonight, Erica Kirk, the interview that Jesse
Shut up.
Waters is doing is going to air in its entirety. Tomorrow night, I should.
I wanted to see if it was on there. So he responds there. Oh, he spoke. Okay, so when he spoke later in the evening at the meeting, he did not answer the calls for an apology demanding. Let's see where it's at. This is what I wanted. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you guys because I thought it was in the clip. Candidate for mayor weighed in. All right, the United States of America is built on the principles of freedom of speech. Two principles. If I were in mayor's spot at that time, I would not have said anything. The gentleman has a right as an American citizen to speak his mind, and he did it in a respectful, calm way. The mayor should have afforded him the opportunity instead of launching into a tirade. So we didn't get to see the tirade. I wanted to see that. But yeah, the mayor literally said, "You're not welcome here." Where's it at?
That'd have been that one right there.
Is that it? The top paragraph? Yeah. When he spoke later in the evening at the meeting, he did not answer the many calls for an apology. No, that's answering the calls for an apology. I wanted to read the statement that he... Feet on the Dearborn is very regular. Dearborn is a racist place. There's no place for Christianity, and that is what I am 100% against. That's the guy running for mayor. Well, you guys have to look it up. I'm not going to belabor it. Interestingly, there was also a terrorist ring that was apprehended there in Dearborn to stand.
Yeah, just last weekend.
No.
No.
They said it was ISIS. Or ISIS related.
Oh, I know what it ended up being about. So we played the clip about this, about being... this was surrounded around them wanting to rename a street.
Yes.
After a Hezbollah leader.
Right.
And the pastor spoke out and said, "This guy's a terrorist. He has terrorist affiliations." Yeah. And he said, "You are not welcome here."
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what this clip, this says. Whitmer. We don't give two shits about Whitmer, but Whitmer silent on.
A Fox News alert: after nearly 14 months of fighting, Israel and Hezbollah have agreed to a U.S.-backed ceasefire deal.
I was reading the title. All right. Governor Gretchen Whitmer stayed silent for days after a controversy in Dearborn where the Muslim mayor scolded a Christian resident who objected to a new street honoring an Arab-American newspaper publisher known for past statements viewed as sympathetic to terrorists. Mayor Abdullah Mohammed reportedly told resident Ted Barham that he is not welcome here, and if Barham moved out of the city, where around 40% of the population is Muslim, he would hold a parade. That's what I was looking for. That's the clip I thought I tuned into, but there it is. So we finished that one. All right. And the raid, I didn't look up the raid. I'm not going to do that right now. One of the other things, Larry, you were very excited this morning, called me multiple times, though I turned my phone off.
Right.
To avoid
any calls.
Any calls. Yes.
Well, I had 5 before I turned it back on.
Did you really?
From elder care and corporate financing for my business and...
From Abdul trying to sell him something.
Abdul to send me something?
Yeah, I keep getting offers to finance my business.
You know what one I
like?
like?
I do. I get at least 2 a week.
Yeah.
And my business has been shut down since 2012.
I like the ones right now, and I'm saying that I don't like it. But I like the ones right now where they ask me if I'm going to do any work, if I need an estimate for any work being done on my house. And they preface it with, "You inquired in the past."
Oh, yeah.
And immediately when you call me, whether it's a computer or a person, and you say, "We're following up with you on recent inquiry." No, you're a fucking liar. I just immediately snap. when that happens, because I'm like,
Yeah, I'm a builder. If I was going to have that done, I'd be doing it myself.
plus I never contacted you, so when you lie immediately, I get the ones where they go, hey, they call, every once in a while I'll get a live person out of New York and New Jersey. Hey Jeremy, how you doing, buddy? I just calling up there. I want to tell you, I'm just following up with you. You inquired about some financing. I go, you're a liar. Excuse me? I never asked for financing, and I certainly didn't contact your company, and I certainly wouldn't ask you to call me back. I'd have you send me paperwork. You're a liar. Well, why would you say that? We're just following up with you. I clearly got your paperwork. I'm like, I got on a list, and now I'm bombarded with these fucking calls. You're a liar.
Yeah.
You can't even call me up and be honest. And you think I want to do business with you? You're a disgusting person.
Is that really what
Tell me how you really feel about it.
Patrick's heard me talk to him on the phone that way. Sometimes I just hang up, other times, but there's times when I'll get a live one on there and I go, you need Jesus before you go to hell, because that's where you're headed. There's certainly more demonic people, but your job is to lie for a living. You got a call sheet in front of you, and you're just going to call people up and lie to them?
Yep.
Oh, I see that you're on here asking for finance. No, you have a call sheet, and you know damn well it's a call sheet. Somebody paid for that list of companies, and it gets passed around and shipped around, and you make these cold calls, and my phone's been on the do not call registry for 15 years. Yeah. And you know how much good it does? Nothing. Just like the government does on everything else. They do a splendid job at doing fucking things up. But Dick Cheney, he passed away. You know what Dick Cheney's famous for? The 1% doctrine. Also called the Cheney Doctrine. Let's go to this one. The 1% Doctrine, a nonfiction book by a Pulitzer Prize winner, I don't give a shit. Down here, the summary, the 1% Doctrine, also called the Cheney Doctrine, was created in November 2001. Nobody knows exactly when. During the briefing given to then CIA Director George Tenet and an unnamed briefer to U.S. Vice President Dick Cheney. Right, because that's when it happened, not when they had the Patriot Act already drawn up for years, waiting for a catalyzing event where they could implement it. Anyways, Condoleezza Rice, she was a peach there, where if there is 1%, let me read it, where it says, Cheney observed that the U.S. had to confront a new type of threat, a low probability, high impact event, as he described it. Meaning the 1%, that if there's a 1% chance that they could commit a terrorist act, then we need to go bomb the country back to the Stone Age. That's the Cheney Doctrine. We're going to find 1% proof. So here we go. Here's George Bush. George Bush.
That's George Bush?
No, that's Cuomo. I had to rewind it. I queued it up. Now he's going to talk about finishing his daddy's little tryst into the war.
I take the threat very seriously. I take the fact that he develops weapons of mass destruction very seriously.
Oh.
I remember the fact that he has invaded 2 countries before.
Oh, okay.
I know for a fact that he's poisoned his own people.
Okay.
He doesn't believe in the worth.
Okay, all right. Let me. I don't want to play the whole clip, but let's go to this clip here. Let's see this one. Here's
to
just
kill innocent life, who would
let's see.
Suiciders. To kill innocent life.
Yeah.
Who had relations with Zarqawi.
Okay.
Imagine what the world would be like with him in power.
Oh.
The idea is to try to help change the Middle East. Now look, part of the reason we went into Iraq was the main reason we went into Iraq at the time was we thought he had weapons of mass destruction. It turns out he didn't, but he had the capacity to make weapons of mass.
Oh, wait. Wait.
He had the capacity. But
Wait. He had the capacity, but it turns out he didn't.
Right.
Okay, but you're over here saying emphatically that he had weapons of mass destruction.
Because that's what the intelligence said.
And it turns out he didn't.
That's correct. Well,
but then only with the...
They did have sarin gas and mustard gas filled.
Oh, let's listen to the
But I also
president
talked about the
who
human
launched the
suffering
whole
in
war.
Iraq. And I also talked the need to advance a freedom agenda.
Freedom agenda.
And so
by bombing
question,
countries.
my answer to your question is that imagine a world in which Saddam Hussein was there, stirring up even more trouble in a part of the world that had so much resentment and so much hatred that people came and killed 3,000 of our citizens.
From Saudi Arabia?
You know, I've heard
We didn't go to
this theory
Saudi
about,
Arabia.
you know, everything was just
No,
fine
Saudi
until we
Arabia didn't have
arrived,
nothing to
and,
do with
you know,
it.
kind of
No, they're 14 terrorists,
gonna
according
stir
to
up
the
the
government
hornet's
report.
nest theory.
If 14 people from Michigan bomb
It just-
something, do
it
you
just
bomb
doesn't hold
Michigan?
water as far
Or
as
do
I'm
you go
concerned.
take care of the terrorists
terrorists
because they
attacked
belong
us and killed
to
3,000.
wherever they were at?
That logic doesn't work, Larry.
Yes, it does. I mean, just because
If
they were
there's 14 people from Saudi Arabia and we go into Iraq for the same reason that those 14 people came out of Saudi Arabia, that's not a proper justification. And it's the Cheney doctrine, and we know Cheney was a warmonger. Cheney said if there's a 1% chance, then we go and attack. Is that right?
I don't know. I never heard him say that.
It's literally, I had it up there in Wikipedia, which is not a right-wing.
Okay, I got to throw something
Right.
interesting out.
That's why I doubt it.
This
Because it's not a right-wing publication.
Well, I can go
So-
to 15 different things because I
Right.
picked the one that was.
Wow, this is the
near
first
top.
I've heard of it. You're telling me something I've never heard before.
That's why when I bring these up, you and I
So-
butt heads because I've studied this for years,
Uh-huh.
and you want to go with the government line.
Not
That he had
necessarily.
weapons of mass destruction, and the president's right there on the video saying he
Right.
didn't. Therefore, you don't launch a major war and murder 1 million people in a sovereign country.
Well, he didn't
and
know
then
that
come-
until after the
I don't
fact.
care. There's a responsibility for the president to do the due diligence.
He did the due diligence.
didn't.
He relied. Yes, he did. He did what
Was the Russia collusion, was the Steele dossier truthful, or was it a lie?
It was a lie.
73 agency
Everybody
signed
knew
off on
that
it.
was a lie.
So did those fuckers. And if you don't admit that, you're lying to yourself.
Well, okay, show
All
me
of them.
proof.
I just did.
I
and
can
didn't
show
wanna
you
look at it.
proof all day long that the fucking, what do you call that piece of shit? The dossier was fake, and they all knew it was fake.
And I just played you a video from the president during his
Right.
presidency admitting during his presidency, during the war, that, hey, yeah, but he was a bad guy. We lied about why we went in there.
He didn't say that.
he said that they were
Who
going
had
to.
relations with
He didn't say that he lied.
Who would
Said the main reason that
who
they
had
went in.
relations with Zarqawi. Imagine what
Where's
the world
where's
would
he
be
say
like
the word lie?
with him in power. The
You're
idea
going to be
is to try
semantic
help
on me?
change the
Well,
Middle
it's
East.
no. There's
I
a
did-
difference between
part of the
telling a
reason
lie
we
and
went
being
stop,
wrong.
stop, right now.
There's a difference
was,
between being
main
wrong
reason
and
we
telling
went
a
into
lie.
Iraq at the time
When
was
you're the
we thought he
president
had,
of the United States and you
to
launch a
terrorists,
war
who would,
that causes 1 million people to die,
who had relations with Zarqawi.
you have a greater responsibility.
Well,
be
nobody
accurate.
has that superhuman ability.
Well, then I guess Trump was guilty of Russian collusion.
So why? We know
Because
that
it's the
was
same fucking lying deep state.
okay. It might have been, but he didn't know that at the time he was saying that. He obviously believed what he said. You tell him, in order for it to be a lie, you have to be able to tell me that he didn't believe what he was saying when he said it.
And you can't, in your mind, possibly fathom that they just wanted regime change because Saddam wanted to trade oil in something other than the petrodollar.
Well, maybe the big people did. Maybe the people that told him that stuff did. But I don't believe for a second that he didn't believe what he said when he said it.
There's an interesting article right there. Does Trump think George W. lied about Iraq?
Yeah, we could take the time and play that video.
Sure, I'd like to hear Trump's opinion.
Okay? It's
I
a
don't
minute,
think
it's a
I
minute
don't-
and 47 seconds.
Now, would the
When you
CIA
said
lie?
that George W.
Absolutely.
Bush, which was our
Would
last
the
Republican
FBI lie?
president,
Absolutely.
Can we hear this?
a man I respect greatly, a person that we really fought for when he was up against a lot of pressure, that he lied to get us in the war in Iraq. That stung me very deeply.
Okay.
I don't believe that. I'm just wondering, given some time passing, perhaps you've rethought that. Would you be willing to rethink that?
Well, a lot of people agree with what I said, and I'm not talking about lying. I'm not talking about not lying. Nobody really knows why we went into Iraq. The Iraqis did not knock down. It was not Saddam Hussein that knocked down the World Trade Center. Okay,
that's just what you said was they lied. They said there were weapons of mass destruction, and there were none, and they knew there were none. There were no weapons of mass.
Well, there are a lot of people that think that. There were a lot of people that think, look, bottom line, there were no weapons of mass destruction. They said there are weapons of mass destruction. I was against the war when it started.
Do you think the president of the United States, George W. Bush, lied?
Well, look,
to the
I'm not going to
American
get you a vote,
people?
but that's okay. Let me
I'm just giving you another shot
Let me tell you something. I'll tell you very simply. It may have been the worst decision going into Iraq, may have been the worst decision anybody has made, any president has made in the history of this country. That's how bad it is, okay? Here's what happens. We have spent $2 trillion in Iraq and fighting Iraq. $2 trillion. $2 trillion. Thousands of lives, right? We have wounded warriors who I love all over the place. These are the most incredible. These are braver than all of us in this room put together. I look at the attitude, and I work with them, and these are great people. We got nothing. We have nothing. We're not even there. We can't even make a phone call right now.
But to his question,
I'm trying to separate.
Let me tell you. Do I know?
Do you believe he lied, or do you think
I can tell you this. I don't. Whether he lied or not, he went into Iraq. It was a horrible decision.
So he's doing the same semantic thing that you're doing. And I'm just trying to get you to see that the whole thing was wrong.
Well, in hindsight, yeah, it's easy to see that. That's hindsight. That's easy to see.
But some of us saw it when it was happening.
Well, maybe.
And we were marginalized, and we were vilified, and we were told by people on the right and the left that we were conspiracy theories and kooks and freaks.
I don't think so. The people on the
Yes,
left
I lived
were
it.
anti-war.
I lived it.
So they were on your side.
No. I lived it, Larry.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I have such a strong stance against war, period. Because they lie to get us into war every single time. Whether it's big lies or little lies, or whether it's the exact commander-in-chief who knows it's a lie, or whether it's all the other intelligence people, the number one strategy in this world is to go to war. That's why I don't want to be in Gaza. That's why I don't want to be in Ukraine. That's why I don't want to pick sides between any of them.
It's like, they caved the World Trade Center just to get us into a war.
100%.
It's killed how many thousands of people?
100%.
In the process.
3,000 Americans died, but that doesn't even include, all right, well, I don't even know, it might be 3,500 that died that day, right? What about the people that died?
Afterwards. Right. 100%.
The cancer.
And there's whole...
Or lung-related diseases that might not be cancer.
There's whole families that have united that want their families for 9/11 truth, because their family members either died in the collapses, or they on the day of, or they died of mesothelioma or any number of other respiratory diseases.
The big telltale thing was that Building 7, which had nothing to do with the towers, which was blocks away, that just went inside of its own footprint, went down. How in the hell does that happen? Can somebody explain
It's
that
the
to me?
only time in all of steel and concrete building construction that a building was brought down because of quote-unquote office fires on certain floors. Even though there's multiple other buildings in lesser developed countries with weaker standards for construction that have burned for 24 and 36 hours and never collapsed. And you can watch the video of that Building 7 collapsing into its footprint. You can watch the...
Building 7, that fell afterwards, right?
Later in the evening.
Later in the evening, quite a bit later, not
5, 6 o'clock.
Right.
But it was city blocks away. It wasn't in the immediate
Correct. There were
vicinity.
multiple buildings in between it. And if it was fires from the original attack on the two towers that then ignited stuff in there, it doesn't add up. And that's my problem, is it puts an agenda. We don't have the Patriot Act unless you have the 9/11 attacks. We don't have these wars and perpetuating wars on terror if you don't have that attack. It failed in 95, or 93, the original Trade Center Act, which was done by a lowered IQ guy that they wound up, gave him the bomb, gave him all the stuff, and had him go and try to detonate some bombs around some columns in the basement of the World Trade Center. and it didn't cause enough damage. And so they regrouped and they figured it out. So when I think of Dick Cheney, that's what I think of. Is he's a lying piece of shit.
Yes, yeah.
And obviously he showed his true colors when he voted for Kamala Harris, and his daughter had the lowest approval rating and got booted out of Congress. Right?
She was
Kamala
on the
Harris?
J6 committee.
Kamala? Did I say it incorrectly?
You said Kamala Harris. I think you mean.
He said Camel Toe
Cheney.
Harris.
I think you mean Liz Cheney.
No, I said when he voted for Kamala Harris and his daughter as well,
Oh.
who got kicked out of Congress.
Oh.
They both endorsed.
Dick Cheney endorsed Kamala Harris?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I knew that piece of shit Liz Cheney did.
Now the apple don't fall.
No.
You haven't had to use many of the F-bombs here tonight.
Let's see. Here we go.
Wow.
Dick Cheney reveals his reason for endorsing Kamala Harris over Donald Trump. Former Vice President, influential Republican, released a statement announcing his endorsement of Kamala Toe for president, speaking out against the Republican former Donald Trump, saying he can never be trusted with power again because he won't bomb shit like I did. In our nation, 284 years of history, there's never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. Do you believe that statement at all?
No.
Well, that asshole did.
Yeah.
And he turned on everything that he said he stood for.
He did.
And, yeah. Anyways, all right, so that's done. Dick Cheney. Airport shutdowns looming.
At least they named him right.
This is very true. Airport shutdowns are looming because of the shutdown of the government. We're not going to have anybody there. We talked about it a little before. I'm going to keep an eye on that because my mother-in-law is supposed to take a vacation to see Tanya's brother.
Do you mean the Democrat government shutdown?
The Schumer shutdown.
The Slotkin Schumer Peters shutdown?
The Schumer shutdown. Yeah, yeah, the Schumer shutdown.
Well, Slotkin is in support of
the Schumer
shutting down the government and starving people and shutting down airports because they got to get their $1.7 trillion in spending. They got to be able to give food stamps and free health care to illegal aliens while people like me can't get their needs done.
Well, we can all ask
I have to ask Coach Kim if there's knee exercises.
Knee exercise? Oh, there is. There is. But let's see here. This is Hakeem Jeffries being asked in court under oath, cartoon court. Where did the big beautiful ballroom hurt you, Mr. Jeffries? The big beautiful ballroom that Trump's putting up, and he says right here in my mangina. My mangina. And that's where it hurt Hakeem, is in his mangina. Yeah. So he's got some teary eyes for that.
Don't know that he actually has a mangina.
So Gretchen Whitmer extends congratulations to Mary Sheffield for being elected the next mayor of Detroit.
And what is her?
I don't.
What's her record?
I have no idea.
Okay. Did we find
I don't follow Detroit politics because.
Do we find out if the Strangler prevailed or not?
Let's see.
The other thing I want to hit before we call it a night is the Boasberg thing.
Oh, I've got that.
Yeah.
Right here?
The Boasberg, yep. Him. He's been disbarred from what I understand.
I think it's been filed.
And articles of impeachment have been filed.
Breaking articles of impeachment filed against Judge James Boasberg for weaponizing his bench to target Republicans. Republican Brandon Gill, he's compromised the judiciary and created a constitutional crisis. So I don't know. We can look that up, Patrick, real quick and see if he has. This was only a couple days ago that this was post. Actually, I think I saw that one today. Hodge Twins posted that one today. 5 hours ago is when I saved it, I think. When I was scrolling through news. Yeah, saved from the Hodge Twins. Let me see. Yeah, according to that, it's 5 hours ago. He is shamelessly weaponizing his power against the political opponents, including Republican members of Congress who are faithfully serving the American people. Boasberg is accused of greenlighting Biden's DOJ to spy on Republican senators in the Arctic frost scandals. We haven't covered Arctic frost as much as we possibly could, but the Arctic frost scandal is emerging as pretty horrible. We'll see what's going to happen with that. Do we find out anything about Ameo?
Looks like he's getting shellacked.
That's good. That's in part to you, Larry. In better part to you. Yeah, Ameo was not a good person. In fact, he's on this whatever this podcast is with the dude that doesn't know how to use a microphone. Talking about how appalled he is at the that families are being broken up. And I wanted to point this out. You know what? I'm going to play this a little bit of the clip. We got a few seconds.
No. I stated the obvious. That
you basically rescinded their endorsement.
Wow,
that is correct, because it's also a business is still booming. I still have a job. I'm still a member of the IBEW. I still have my.
Were those comments relating to Kirk? Were they just
in peril? Same people that cheer as the parents of those that are Hispanic are ripped as their children scream and cry, ripped. Their parents are ripped from them, right? But I would like to clarify about heartbreaks for his children, right? We see how he promoted hate.
Okay, so he's trying to justify celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination by complaining about the children of illegal immigrants being ripped from their parents as they're being lawfully sent back to the country of origin because they illegally came into the country, and he's screaming about that. I would like to see Mr. Mayo get as upset or more upset at the fact that 70 to 80% of the women who come from the southern border into this country are raped multiple times. Are you upset and offended by that? How about the children who are trafficked into this country? But you only get pissed off and upset when they're ripped from whoever says that they are their parents, even though the Biden administration suspended all DNA testing to prove whether they were actually biologically attached to the people that they said were their parents with them. They stopped doing that on purpose because they were trafficking children into this country to be sold into sex slavery and into underage slave slavery and doing all sorts of stuff.
But that's okay.
Oh, my bad.
You know, as long as you rob the customer that you're pimping somebody out to and steal their bridge card.
Well, there it is. I did not factor in the robbing and stealing. My bad. I just hate the fake outrage, the bullshit.
So it looks like Jeff Ameo only got 28 more votes than somebody that didn't run, and that would be
Mr. Coffee.
Mr. Coffee. So Mr. Coffee received 74 votes, Jeff Ameo 106.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if that's final numbers.
Right.
City of Howell.
Okay. So for you guys that are faithful watchers of the show, I said at the top of the show.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. All right.
Teddy asked me to keep this close.
Teddy Bester?
Teddy Bester asked me to keep this close. As I said, he was taking some time off for personal reasons. He got a hold of me. But I want to share this with you guys now because this is official. Teddy's mom has posted this on Facebook. This is a obituary from the Watkins brothers funeral home. This is Grandma Bester, and Teddy called me earlier. He called me on the 2nd, and said he wasn't, or called me. Yeah. I know he called. Why does that say the 2nd? Because they called me on. Said he wasn't coming to the party.
Oh, well, that's November 2nd, so.
The party was the 1st. I'm trying to figure out my dates. Did he
Oh.
call me on? Anyways, Teddy said to that he would like to share. So all I'm doing now is sharing that. Please pray for Teddy and his whole family because Grandma Bester passed away, and we've had some losses this year with my mom and my former guitar player, saxophone player, Chicago Jim, and my drummer Matt lost his dad just last
I don't want
just
any of
last
that.
month.
You don't want it?
Get some of that Forrester for Mr. Acton. But I wanted to share that with you guys, to be praying for the Bester family, and Teddy in particular, but, well, not Teddy in particular, but Teddy's immediate family in particular. I believe Grandma Bester was one of the people that would...
That's good.
I believe that
more on
Grandma
the
Bester
table.
was one of the ones that would tune into the show, and Teddy would have to help her kind of navigate the just a little bit for me, Larry. I still got some juice over here, but be praying for the Bester family. Appreciate you guys doing that.
Rest in peace, Grandma Bester.
Yeah.
By the way, you asked me to research Boasberg, and I did.
Yeah.
And it's basically articles of impeachment
Have been filed?
Yes.
Yes.
He has not been disbarred. They're on.
Did it say what he is? Did it say what court
that's
system
good.
he is? The reason I ask is the Article 3 court system, it just needs to be dissolved immediately.
Yeah.
The only legitimate court in the land is the Supreme Court. All other courts were supposed to be commissioned by the Congress or Supreme Court in order to help them adjudicate things. We have this whole undercourt system that is wholly corrupt and is not working for justice, and they just need to be disbanded, let alone...
It was some court in Texas that this was going through.
Yeah, Boasberg. Oh, where the filing was? The impeachment? Okay. What do we got here, Larry? You got me an Old Smoky mint chocolate chip cream.
Yes, mint chocolate chip ice cream.
Do you like mint chocolate chip ice cream?
I love mint chocolate
You know
chip
what I
ice
like?
cream. What?
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Chocolate ice cream.
They have?
Yes.
Oh.
So next time, but tonight I will drink what you like. As
Well, I
Patrick.
don't know. I've never had it.
Oh, you like the ice cream.
But yeah, well, I know that Old Smoky pretty much has always been good.
That is very tasty, Larry. I'll give you that.
Wow.
That's like it's a mint version of like an Irish cream, like a.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good, Patrick. You know, like the rum shada.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slightly minty rum shada.
Yeah.
Well, the old Forrester's pretty good too. So.
Well, thank you for that, Larry. I will.
I'll bet you that would mix really good over ice cream.
It's actually, well, yeah.
Get
It's actually
some
pretty
mint
smooth
chocolate
right
chip
there.
ice cream.
Yeah.
Pour that over.
I think I'm going to take my chips now.
We better check with Coach Kim and see
gonna-
if
I'm gonna
that's
check my-
allowable on our diet. On the
I think I'm going to take my chips now because I've dropped a few F-bombs after I got excited over here.
So,
it did turn into a rant.
So Jeff
Taking my
Amayo,
chips.
with the absentee votes and everything. Now, I don't know if these numbers are going to be updated. I don't see, it doesn't say final, it says unofficial results.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it says.
Unofficial.
Unofficial. Jeff Amayo received 324 votes.
Yeah.
Which is 9.54%.
Just a second. I got to clear my... I feel like I got a scratch in my throat. I got to clear my... Was it? Okay, I feel better.
You feel better now?
Yeah. I might have another one that comes up in a little bit. But do I need to mute my microphone next time?
Oh.
Do I need? I'm just checking to see if I need. Loser. There, I got it. I think I got it out now.
Loser. Oh.
Oh, good job, Larry. Glad to clear your throat. Yeah. I mean, at least nobody got strangled in the announcement of this
Yes.
election results.
Yes, it's a good. Fortunately,
It's very good.
Fortunately, we didn't choke out the numbers.
Shit. Oh, man, we're just mean people.
Just so mean.
How mean are you people? You big meanies.
So he is free to go pimp out somebody else.
Got to keep that pimp hand strong.
Yes.
What else did I have on here? Oh, I did say earlier, Randy Fine, Representative Randy Fine, says that Tucker's the new Hitler. I want to play that clip for you guys. Real
Oh,
quick.
you got to be kidding me. Tucker?
Yeah, Tucker's the new Hitler. You didn't know that?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Tucker's the new Hitler.
Why, did he weaponize the government to go after Donald Trump?
He did worse.
Oh.
He's not MAGA, and he is trying to...
Who's not MAGA?
Tucker's not MAGA.
Since when?
Oh, I'm going to show you Representative Randy Fine. Here we go. Let's see. I want the video of this. I had it queued up. Maybe I had it queued up down there. Here we go. Why are we circling?
And I could stand up here all day and take shots at the left. I like it. It's how I got that nickname they told you, the Hebrew Hammer.
Oh.
But I'm here for the kids down here.
Okay.
Because it's easy to talk about anti-Semitism on the left. I want to talk about the dark force rising on our side.
Oh.
Multiple speakers have talked about the rise of anti-Semitism on the right. But it is not enough.
Where?
To speak in platitudes or generalities about the fight. We must call evil by its name. 5 years ago, if I was talking to my father, who's watching, hi Dad, if I was talking to my father at 8:59 p.m. at night, he would say, Randy, I gotta go. Tucker Carlson's gonna be on. But make no mistake, today, Tucker Carlson is the most dangerous anti-Semite in America.
Oh,
look at the
stop.
He has chosen...
You fucking idiot.
Look at the signs.
Yeah.
Look at the fucking signs. Tucker, they passed out these fucking signs to do this. Do you know why they did this? Because Tucker Carlson had the audacity to have Nick Fuentes on his show. All he did was do an interview with Nick Fuentes and say that I don't like what the Israeli government is doing and how much control they have in American politics. For that, listen to this. I'm going to rewind it just a hair, and I want to play it.
He has chosen to take on the mantle of leader of a modern-day Hitler Youth, to broadcast and feature those who celebrate the Nazis, those who call for the extermination of Israel, to defend Hamas, to even criticize President Trump for stopping Iran's nuclear ambitions.
None of that's fucking true.
Big shocker.
And they've literally have signs. This is the Republican Jewish Coalition having signs that Tucker is not MAGA. And when we sit here and say, I disagree with what Netanyahu's doing, and that they stood down for 7.5 hours, allowing Hamas to come in there, no matter how inbred and stupid and terroristic Hamas is, Israel's also culpable. And that's what Tucker is pointing out, that there are ills and evils on both sides, and we cannot stand by and justify genocide on either side. And this guy says that Tucker Carlson, Bowtie Tucker, the guy who likes to interview anybody, who will interview Putin, who will interview anybody, just so that their opinion is fully on display, and you can't misunderstand, no matter good or bad, what it is. This guy says Tucker is leading the new Hitler Youth and wants to exterminate Israel. I don't want to exterminate Israel. But Netanyahu is a lying piece of shit. He is another neocon that wants war at any cost. He was going to be removed from office until he started a war, which prevented the courts from taking full action and removing him from office. Does that mean I don't like Jewish people? Absolutely not.
Right.
Means I don't like their fucking government, just like I don't like
Netanyahu's a piece of shit.
that guy. That fucking guy. This guy doesn't think Netanyahu's a piece of shit. He thinks Netanyahu's doing everything he can to protect the Jewish people, not incite wars and cause more conflict throughout the Middle East. Netanyahu's the one doing the right thing. Ridiculous.
What did you guys think of the cake, by the way?
So what do you do?
Good cake.
Too
Turn
sweet.
your microphone back on. Hurt your teeth?
Too sweet.
Too sweet? Very sweet. All right, I'm going to close that one. That's Randy Fine.
So what do you do about? Oh, Randy Fine.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Well, I wanted people, Tucker's the new Hitler. He's leading the new Hitler Youth.
So, did he think he was going to gain some sort of notoriety other than looking like a buffoon by calling
there's
Tucker Carlson Hitler?
But
I mean, I think
this is a rising movement, along with the Muslims in this country, to take over and dictate to us. They've passed laws in Florida and a couple other states that you can't you can litter, but the minute you put out a piece of paper that says that the Jewish government is corrupt or something along that lines, that's now anti-Semitism, and you go to jail for 5 years. You want me to pull that clip up?
Where?
Okay.
No, where? What country is that?
Country is
Florida.
Florida.
Oh, that's unconstitutional.
So are gun laws, and yet
So-
they do them every year and put people in jail for it.
Oops, sorry.
I wish I could speak into the computer on this. Anti-Semitism rule in Florida. Let's see. On the same, I hope this is the right one. On the same day, he delivered a keynote speaker at the Museum of Tolerance in Israel. Governor DeSantis signed a law designed to curb disturbing rise of anti-Semitism in Florida. The measure says public nuisance makes it a felony to harass people for their religion and ethnicity. It also penalizes leaving flyers with hateful messages, hateful images, messages, or any other credible threat on person's private property. Despite arguments for...
So you could go to jail if you put a flyer on my house, on a house in Florida that said death to all Christians.
No.
Why?
No.
Just Jewish.
Death to all Jews.
Yeah.
Well,
and it doesn't even have to say...
That's not what that says, though. What you just read says for their religion.
Yeah, for anti-Semitism. It's an anti-Semitism bill, right here. I hope he's in Israel talking about it. He's not talking about it in...
Right, but it sounds like the law was written to cover all religions, which it should.
The new law comes amid an all-time high in hate acts against Florida Jews, according to the Anti-Defamation League, who tracked 269 anti-Semitic incidents in the Sunshine State. This was not, right here, this includes protections of anti-Semitic messages and swastikas on buildings in downtown West Palm Beach and Jackson, and anti-Semitic flyers left outside of homes in Boca Raton. Similar flyers popped up in Fort Myers and different places, banners on overpasses.
Well, why are what is Sage in Florida putting up swastikas?
No. Do you think there was actually somebody that put up a swastika in... Do you think there was actually somebody that put up a swastika over there for Sage? Or do you think that was a hoax?
It's a hoax.
Okay. Do you think that, like the kid that spray painted stuff in his dorm room that was anti-black, and then he got found out that he actually spray painted himself? How about Jussie Smollett in Chicago when he said he got choked out?
Yeah.
So you don't think that anybody? I mean, it's well documented that
that the Democrats do these things.
Not only that, the Jewish community does those things. It's well known that the Jewish government, when it was formed in 1948, after that, did multiple things throughout foreign countries terroristically to get Jews to then flee those countries to come and populate the new Jewish homeland. I can bring that up too. This is stuff. And this is past. They didn't do this for the last 200 years of Christians being attacked in Florida. They did this because there is a rise of quote-unquote anti-Semitism.
No, but where is Trump threatening to go into? Where there's Christian genocide going on?
100%. No, I agree with that.
What country is that?
Nigeria?
Nigeria, thank you.
I thought it was Uganda or something like that.
No, I think
it's just Nigeria.
I think it's Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's been Christian genocide been going on there. What it is the Muslims are killing the Christians and the government's trying to justify it. Oh, they're just fighting over the land. Trump's getting fed up with genocide against Christians.
Well, they called the president of Nigeria and Uganda, whatever, out right in the Oval Office.
Oh,
or
yeah.
in the White House.
That's what I like about Trump.
Yeah. You don't pull any punches.
Yeah, no, he'll call you out right
now. Right. So that's going on. I'm not even going to get into the IDF troops being charged with gang raping. And their explanation when they stood with masks on in front of the courthouse was that they didn't get a chance to clarify their sodomy. I can pull up that article. That's almost a direct quote, translated. So they had Palestinian prisoners that they gang raped. There's horrible atrocities on both sides. I do like Trump's stance all the time saying there's horrible people on both sides. And they took that out of context and said there are very, very fine people on both sides. And I'm not talking about this group and that group and this group. He just said there are very fine people on both sides. Trump said there's very fine people in these neo-Nazis. No, that's not what he said. He said there's very fine people on both sides, and I'm not talking about these neo-Nazis and these other hate groups. But it gets twisted. We have the right to criticize these governments, and yet they're doing everything to stop us from criticizing these governments. It's ridiculous. One last other thing. Did anybody see that there was mass stabbing on a train in the UK? Multiple people, I think it's up to 11 or 12 people were stabbed. One person killed, and the rest were fighting for their lives.
Do they need to ban trains now?
They need to ban trains because... oh, shit. We got to pull that one up here in a second. Got to pull up... There's breaking news on a plane crash, so we're going to do that. I've got to see what's up. Looks like it's in a well area. We'll pull that up in a second. I want to do this train one, though, first. Where the hell's the train? How far down is it? News goes so fast. SNAP benefits being done. Dude, the crazy thing is the train thing was just like Sunday. Another stabbing, another stabbing, another stabbing. Sorry, guys, I'm scrolling down. I had this ready to go, and I thought I had. There it is. See, it's how it's in red, Patrick. I had it, or I had it already open. UK hellscape: mass stabbing in train sees 10 hospitalized by men screaming "Allahu Akbar." But Keir Starmer's Ministry of Truth says there's no evidence of terrorism. So what did I write in my notes there, guys? What did I write in my notes? Mass stabbing on UK train by non-terroristic terrorists. They're non-terroristics, but they terrorize people.
Right.
So there's no evidence of terrorism, even though they terrorized people.
And screaming Allah Akbar.
We are sharing an update on the incident of Huntington Station while the terrorism police are initially supporting our investigation. There's nothing, absolutely, listen, there is absolutely nothing whatsoever to support that this is a terrorist incident, even though there were several men wearing turbans who shouted Ali Akbar and stabbed multiple people. That is not the classical definition of terrorism in the UK. Terrorism in the UK is when you do a meme like Larry does all the time, and it is unkind to somebody on the left. That is terroristic. We'll put you in jail for multiple years. Do you understand that, Larry?
Uh-huh. Well,
so-
Kim has sent us a video that I sent on to you.
Okay.
She would like you to share.
What's it concerning?
Elections and voting.
How long is it?
2 minutes.
Which one is this?
Oh. Well, you can click on that one because it's important that our viewers know the difference between a conservative woman and a liberal woman.
Oh.
See?
I mean, the difference between a conservative woman is a conservative woman is packing a firearm and a liberal woman is packing a
penis.
I almost got you that costume. But I knew you didn't want to be a dick, so.
Okay, right above that.
Is it right above that? That one?
Yes.
All right, let's see what this is. It's going to play right away, or I got to click on something. What is this? From seaplanes to, from peaks to shores, the ghosts of elections knock once more, in ballots and rolls. Their shadows crawl. We're boldly asking who can count them all. So this is a poem.
Yes, and then there's a video connected to the poem.
Well, can I just play the video?
Please.
Because I didn't want to cold read that.
Good, I didn't want you to.
I was scrolling through the road.
Are we going to get a copyright strike first?
I don't know.
The hell I was watching.
With a ghostly sight. For a phantom from the list began to vote. And suddenly my heart was in my throat.
I guarantee you're going to get a community strike from YouTube on this.
They did the phantom flush. It makes a ballad blush. It caught on in
Yeah, it's just the music in the background.
They did the phantom flush.
From West Palm Beach to Cleveland's haunted halls.
Yep.
To LA shadows where the specters call. The ghouls in San Fran and Colorado's peaks. Texas
What if you
jams
mute it?
rising Illinois spooks.
It's too late.
Your grace whispering in the wind.
Some good info.
I like the dancing skeleton.
They did the phantom flush.
9%. That'll swing an election. How much did you say the
On election eve, the fraud had just
Yeah, oh.
Mandani,
Yeah.
no, the Virginia governor race was?
with their brains
Well,
steaming. They
what's funny
busted
is
the
they're so
throng.
close. The New Jersey race, the Democrat just won New Jersey. Okay, 56% to 43.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The Democrat won Virginia, 57% to 42.74%.
Do you think 9 to 12% would have narrowed that margin at all?
Oh, it would have won the race. Yeah. It's just interesting. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, New Jersey is a Democrat state. It's not a Republican state. So you're talking about right now. Sherrill has got 56% of the vote. So you're talking a 12-point race.
Right.
Right. And she's a horrible candidate. You know. So I mean, Democrats will vote for anybody, and that's why people said to me, "Well, you know, Jeffrey Amayo's never going to win." No, Democrats vote for the worst candidates.
Yeah, they got blowhards like Chris Christie there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. We missed a lot of chat, guys.
Did we?
I apologize for that.
What is the coach saying? She's
She
still with
didn't
us?
she didn't think that Tucker was that dangerous. You're right, John Bovee, the Bible does say that we need to support the nation of Israel formed in 1950, whose Jewish residents hate Christians more than anything. You are absolutely correct. That is exactly what the Bible written 2,000 years ago says, is we need to support the UN-created nation-state of Israel.
I don't believe that. I don't think the Bible stands behind any one
And we
group
should
of people.
read Jeff Amayo's.
I agree with you. Where's that at?
Jeff Amayo's post?
Yeah, where the hell's
in
that
chat?
at? I know. Right there?
Right there.
He stole votes from coffee?
Yeah.
If,
Why'd coffee drop out?
If Patrick was a woman, I'd strangle his ass.
You must have said something while we were talking. You said something negative against the Mayo. He's upset with you.
If you were a woman, he'd strangle you.
Jeff Mayo, yo, that low energy coffee almost beat me, and he wasn't even running. I deserve those votes. Coffee stole my votes. Shit. John Bovee. Me and Randy Fine support all Jewish data centers. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it is. That's all about all we had tonight. Good stuff. We had a great birthday party here.
Yes, we did.
I'm tempted to do it instead of the normal closing of the show. I'm tempted to do one of my songs.
Yeah, Coach Kim is backing me up on that, by the way.
On what?
On the Florida bill says religion and ethnicity, not only anti-Semitism. So it would apply across the board.
You guys can
fairly
back me
to
up. He
everyone.
announced it and signed it in Israel.
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
locally. Is Obamacare called the Affordable Care Act?
Yes. Is it affordable? No.
Is it Obamacare? Is the name of the official bill Obamacare?
No.
It's the Affordable Care Act.
Right.
So that bill is called Anti-Discrimination Against Religion.
Right.
But it's literally called the anti-Semitism law they passed in Florida.
Well, they can call it that if that's what they
That's
want
how
to
it's
call it. But as long as they write the law to where it covers all the religions,
it doesn't.
Then it's going to be thrown out as unconstitutional.
No, it's not.
the
It's
first
gonna
time.
run roughshod over everybody the same way all of this other corrupt bullshit does.
Okay. It can't. It will never stand up to the Supreme Court. Never.
You're the Second Amendment guy.
Yeah.
How many laws are written that are against the Second Amendment that stand up all day long?
Tons. But our Supreme Court shuts them down.
No, they don't. They kick
Sure they do.
they kick them out all the time. They refuse to hear them on a regular basis.
Well, they do when they're not ripe. There's who you got to be. Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know why you're.
Because that's not how the law works. I mean, you got to have a damaged party before you can see the Supreme Court.
They literally wrote this.
I know what it says.
Because of Jews being offended, that people were putting up flyers saying that
That's fine.
Israel
They
is
can
not
write
doing
it
the right
for
things.
any reason, but the language in it that you read to me was
I read
generic.
you a snippet of it.
Yeah, was generic.
Well,
a specific law
all
that
right. No, I'm going to pull up the quote from one of the guys that literally is saying on there that you drop a flyer, that's littering. You drop a flyer that has any type of anti-Semitism on it, it's a 5-year felony.
Okay.
So is that literally in the bill? But that's the lawmaker who helped bring it about and pass it. That's what he said.
Right, but if
you're disagreeing with me,
right? But
because I'm telling you what they said about their bill that they passed.
Right, but if they write a bill in this generic language and not specific to just Jewish, then it's a constitutional bill. If it says,
Okay,
"Oh,
all right.
you can Christian,"
So when Trump didn't rape E. Jean Carroll, but he said he didn't rape E. Jean Carroll, and he got charged with $80 million charge,
and that's never
because he said I didn't rape E. Jean Carroll, and that was
and that's why that case is going to be reversed eventually.
okay. Well, again, there are thousands of people who are going to be charged with anti-Semitism just because they disagree with what somebody who is Jewish or with the state of Israel does. they're going to be charged with that.
Well, if they are, I mean, what's anti-Semitism? I'm going to kill a Jew. That's anti-Semitism. If you say something like that. If you say
there was a dude.
If you say I don't like Netanyahu, that's not anti-Semitism.
That's what that guy said about Tucker Carlson.
Right.
Tucker Carlson literally did an interview with somebody who says, I don't like Netanyahu.
Right.
And Tucker Carlson is now the leader of the new Hitler Youth movement.
Well, just from some idiot.
That's an elected representative of our country saying that at the Republican Jewish coalition.
Okay.
This is not a fringe guy on some little fucking podcast like ours saying something that's dismissed. This is a national public figure.
He's an idiot.
He may be an idiot, Larry, but if you can't acknowledge that these fucking people are doing this stuff and getting away with it.
Well, how's he? I mean, he's an idiot. Okay. How's he getting away with? What's he getting away with? He can say anything he wants. It's all a lie.
The thing is,
You can't stop him from saying it.
I just watched, and you just watched our president go through 8 years of lawfare.
Right.
Over lies. And you're telling me it's no big deal because the law is written ambiguous and no big deal. And I'm telling you, it's a huge fucking deal, and they will use it to manipulate.
Well, I guess
they're using laws that are not even on the books to manipulate. I don't want to see.
Right. So
I don't want hate crimes on the books. I want crimes on the books.
Well,
I don't want anti-Semitism or religious persecution laws on the books. I want crimes on the books. I don't give a shit if you attack somebody because they're Jewish, black, Christian, whatever. You attack somebody, you go to prison for attacking them. You don't go to prison plus a few years because you didn't like the person as well as you attacked them.
Well,
and that fucking black guy that stabbed the little Ukrainian girl who stood up for Black Lives Matters, he's going to get next to nothing.
I doubt he'll get anything at all.
And that's why I'm pissed off about it. And when I hear rhetoric like this, and I see laws passed, they didn't pass a law because the Christians are being persecuted.
No.
The largest Jewish population is in Florida, in the United States, next to New York. They all suck. No, dude, they're all sunbirds. They all
sunbirds. Oh, I thought you said they all suck.
They're all sunbirds who go down to Florida. There's literally towns that, and I have nothing against Jewish people, but when you try to create a hierarchy of laws, just like in Dearborn, where this fucking mayor can say this, I have a problem with that.
Yep.
If I go to Utah and they have a fucking agenda there because they're Mormons, if I go to some other place where they have a hierarchy because of this or that, I got a fucking problem with it. Period. I'm not taking sides. I'm pointing out this is the facts of what they're doing.
Yeah, that guy's an idiot.
But that guy's on the national stage saying that
stupid shit. He's on the stage like I saw that video. I lost all respect for him now.
I never had any respect for him in the first place.
I didn't know who this little fat chump is.
Okay.
All right? I had no idea.
Right.
No clue whatsoever. He can call himself the Hebrew Hammer until his dick falls off. I could care less. Right? He's an idiot. That's all he is. He's a little fat, stumpy idiot.
And we can say that all day long, and we can watch people like Alyssa Slotkin get elected and be a senator.
Yeah.
And we can watch people like Ilhan Omar and AOC and shithead Tlaib be in Congress. And at what point do we say, enough's enough with the fucking rhetoric? We've got to get motivated and expose these fuckers.
Well, there's
you don't know who this guy until I bring it up.
There's 2 reasons Alyssa Slotkin are elected. Stupid voters and the stupid Republican Party.
You got that, Mike Rogers.
I'm going to say that the Republican Party because we put up a shitty candidate that couldn't.
Right, but if Republicans would have all voted for Mike Rogers, Slotkin would have lost.
Yeah, and then we'd have a neocon.
It's still better than Slotkin.
I mean,
it doesn't matter. I mean, none of us hit this table, I think, like Mike Rogers.
No.
All right? None of us. No. Still better than Slotkin.
Yeah.
All day long and twice on Sunday. Right.
Not going to disagree with you.
Doesn't mean that I'm some huge Mike Rogers fan.
But you do realize that there is a systemic dynamic within the Republican Party and the MAGA movement that puts a Mike Rogers in the candidacy in the first place. So you are upset with Republicans who won't vote for him after he's nominated.
I'm mad at both of them.
I'm
mad at both of them. I'm mad at the voters for giving us Slotkin, and I'm mad at the Republicans for giving us Mike Rogers.
And I'm trying to tell you
about
that
Trump that backed him.
Yes.
Well, see, that's
endorsed
another
him.
thing, right? But unfortunately, I think Trump is doing what he is asked to do from the boneheads in Michigan. You're talking about the same boneheads.
Oh, I know. I worked with him.
Yeah, like that idiot Mike Shirkey from the Senate. That because of him, the Senate in Michigan is now Democrat. Because he was focused on beating Mike Detmer in Livingston County. He started shoving money into that race to beat Mike Detmer when that money could have been used to win races in close districts where a Republican was actually running for a Democrat, running against a Democrat. But instead, he had to go where two Republicans were fighting for a seat and put $1.2 million into a race.
I just went to a North Oakland County Republican Club meeting last Thursday night, where I sat at a table with an entire group of people who were all from the Genesee County Republican Party, who were all ousted out of that party for one reason or another, including yours truly.
Yeah.
To the point where, as I said, I hired an attorney to make sure that I had a clear passage out of there. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with them anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm a damn strong candidate. I'm a person that will work a room and work door knocking, etc. I make things happen, big time. And they, anyway, I don't want to get on that whole subject. The Republican Party sucks at best, especially here in Michigan.
It's terrible.
Yeah. And it's appalling.
Yeah.
It's appalling from somebody on the inside.
But we've never seen anything bad in the Republican Party, have we, Jeremy?
No. I'm going to read this just for clarification tonight. It is the intent of this legislation to adopt the working definition developed by the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance of the term anti-Semitism to assist in monitoring and reporting of anti-Semitic hate crimes and discrimination, and to make residents aware of and to combat such incidents in this state, as adopted by IHR on May 26, 2016, and as used in the statute's term anti-Semitism means a certain perception of Jewish individuals who may be expressed as hatred towards such individuals, rhetorically or physically manifestations of anti-Semitism are directed towards Jewish and non-Jewish individuals and their property, or towards Jewish community institutions or religious facilities. Contemporary examples of anti-Semitism include are not limited to as followed: calling for, aiding or justifying the killing or harming of Jewish individuals.
Wait a minute. Can you hold your place for a second? This makes no sense. How is it anti-Semitism to have hatred directed towards non-Jewish individuals? Isn't that
what do you mean non-Jewish?
Rhetorical and physical manifestations of anti-Semitism are directed towards Jewish and non-Jewish individuals or party, and towards Jewish community institutions and religious facilities. Does that make sense to you?
No, not when they put in non-Jewish.
Yeah, why are they putting
in non-Jewish? Because there are non-Jews who convert to Judaism.
And they become Jews.
Correct. They're not ethically Jewish, but they've converted to Judaism. If a Jewish guy marries a Catholic girl and she converts to Judaism, she is a non-Jew who has converted. They have to include her because her husband would be Jewish and her kids would be half Jewish. They have to include that language. Let me continue with the language so you get it. calling for, aiding, or justifying the killing, harming of Jewish individuals. How about just calling and killing, harming anybody?
Right.
Let's do that. B, making menaces, dehumanizing, demoralizing, stereotypical allegations about Jewish individuals as such, or the power of Jewish people as a collective, such as the myth of the worldwide Jewish conspiracy, or of Jewish individuals controlling media, economy, government, or other social institutions. Accusing Jewish people as a collective of being responsible for real or imagined wrongdoings committed by a single Jewish person or group or act committed by non-Jewish individuals. Denying the fact, scope, and mechanisms such as gas chambers and the intentionality of genocide of the Jewish people at the hands of Nazi Germany and its supporters and accomplices during the Holocaust. So if I dispute the numbers and say there weren't actually 6 million, there's probably 600,000, maybe close to 1 million, but I don't believe in the number of 6 million because it's literally to have that many people exterminated in the amount of time that they say they were exterminated, in the way they were exterminated, is almost impossible, or is statistically impossible to accomplish without another several hundred million people doing it. You can't do it. That's why communism fails, because you can't hire enough Stasi agents to patrol everybody. Continuing. But if I say that, I'm bad. Same way that YouTube took my entire channel because I disputed Biden getting 81 million votes. E, accusing Jewish people as a collective or Israel as a state of inventing or exaggerating the Holocaust, which I just did. So I am in violation of the Florida Senate. Applying double standards by requiring the Jewish state of Israel a standard of behavior not expected or demanded of other democratic states. I demand that the state of Israel not commit genocide to their enemies just as much as I don't want their enemies to commit genocide to them.
Sounds fair to me.
But that's not what they're saying in here. Drawing comparisons of contemporary Israeli policies to that of the Nazis. But the Nazi guy standing on the stage in the little hat, tiny hat, can call Tucker Carlson the leader of the new Nazi youth. This is in their fucking legislation. So when I read it to you guys and you tell me it's not targeting...
If I was Tucker Carlson, I'd be suing him.
Correct, but you guys just sat there and argued with me, and I'm telling you, I've researched this, and I've listened to all of it, and they're pulling this shit. They're trying to make a special class out of the Jews the same way they made special classes out of transgenders, the same way they've made special classes out of these other people, that you can't say anything, same way they've made special classes out of all the illegals in Europe, where you can't criticize the illegals. There's a dude in prison, or went to prison for at least a couple years, because he taught his dog, who would naturally just go, "Humor," his dog, and he taught his dog to lift a paw and put a meme out. And they said he was a Nazi sympathizer and put him in prison. But Muslims are stabbing fucking people on the subway or on the trains, and their fucking mayor comes out and says, nothing to see here. Not a terroristic act. And this is what I have a problem with, because they're lying. They're lying all the way around. And if we react knee-jerk, yeah. And these people, look what they're doing. Is Tucker Carlson not the epitome of the MAGA movement, of America First, of bringing about information, of having...
I mean, I thought so before he went away. Now he's not.
Who, Tucker?
Yeah.
Went away where?
He's not anywhere. How do you even watch his show?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, he's next to Joe Rogan. He's the number 2 or number 3 podcast in the world.
Huh. I can't find his show. I don't even know when it is.
The Tucker Carlson Network.
Yeah.
He's doing interviews.
This
is what this is.
Last I heard, he was like on X. But I don't know when. I saw like 2 video clips he put out since he's been gone. That's it.
Well,
So,
Tucker Carlson Network. It is eclipsed only by Joe Rogan in numbers. He gets This right here is the interview that caused him to have be attacked.
Nick Fuentes? Who's he?
You're supposed to be. Nick Fuentes is huge in the community. And he is a guy that criticizes Israel a lot and criticizes Netanyahu and says that Hitler wasn't that bad of a guy and that Stalin wasn't that bad of a guy. And he does it sometimes tongue-in-cheek, and he's a dumbass sometimes. And
Yeah,
he's a young guy that's stirring shit up.
Yeah.
But if you don't watch him on a regular basis, you don't understand part of his rhetoric and how he's trying to bring to light that there is an imbalance in this. And I'm not saying I agree with Nick Fuentes, but Tucker Carlson, look at his face. Look at Nick Fuentes smiling, and look at Tucker with a stern face. They chose that clip on purpose. They chose that clip here. They chose that clip here. They chose that clip here because Tucker's not throwing softballs, but he is having a conversation.
Right.
Nick Fuentes, thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I wanted to meet you. I've heard about you.
I've heard about you.
So, well, thank you. I want to understand what you believe, and I want to give you a chance in a minute to just lay it out. No.
Anti-Semite! That guy's bad. Tucker's the Hitler leader. You want to understand what this guy thinks? You automatically endorsed him. You're the leader of the new... You're not MAGA anymore. That's literally what's being said.
So the Jewish state will listen to this guy, but will anyone else?
Who?
The guy that, from the Jewish state that would criticize him.
This is Randy Fines. He is a representative in Florida, and he is addressing the Republican Jewish coalition and calling Tucker Carlson the new Hitler youth leader and saying, and they pass out all those signs out front saying that Tucker is not MAGA. That is, what the fuck are you doing?
I agree.
You agree to disagree with people?
No.
You're going to pass out fucking signs?
I agree he's out of line.
100%.
And I think Tucker should sue him personally, and I would.
100%. But this is the type of rhetoric that's going on.
Yeah.
It's no different than Ilhan Omar saying there were some people that took...
Oh, Kim says you shouldn't get a strike on that. It's original music on the video. They made the video, her group.
I would tend to agree with her.
Yeah, but we're talking about YouTube.
We're talking about YouTube.
Yeah, right.
They banned me for doing math with my grandson about the actual number of votes and sent me a detailed email about how I'm wrong.
No, that's not why they did it. They did it because Mike Detmer was on the show.
No, Mike wasn't on that show.
Oh, he wasn't on that one?
No, the final show that took our YouTube channel at that time.
Yeah.
Bubby came up here and was me and Grandma sitting talking.
Yeah.
And I said, Bubby, what's 81 million plus, what's 81 plus 74?
Yeah.
And he gave me the number. I said, 155. And then I typed in and said, real quick, it was a 2-minute segment.
Yeah.
I said, only 133 million people voted. And YouTube came back in their email saying, but there were 170 million eligible voters.
We don't care about eligible voters. We
Well,
only
they
care
do.
about the people that voted.
Even though proven statistically,
Well, where'd all those voters go?
133 million people, statistically, the percentages of people who actually voted only amounted to 133.
Yeah,
but
Brain
Joe
Dead
Biden
Biden got more votes than Barack Obama.
by almost 20 million.
Uh-huh. Well, that 20 million, they were just busy on the other elections.
Again.
And now they're too busy now to vote.
YouTube took my entire channel, so I would tend to agree with you.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about playing my own music that I have copyrighted to me
Yes.
on this show and thinking, do I need to put something in the YouTube disclaimer box so that YouTube doesn't flag my own copyrighted music because they don't even recognize that I'm the owner of the copyright?
Right.
I mean, what's going to happen when I copyright the Seasons of Change song that has been the opening bumper for this show for the last almost 6 years?
Yeah, is that the name of the song, Seasons of Change?
Yes.
Is that on there?
No. No, that was with the previous band.
Oh, it was the previous.
And I actually perform it in my solo shows. I play bass on it and sing it. You never heard the words. It's a whole song. But I cut out the words in order to make it a bumper for this show.
Yeah.
And
It's a good tune.
I guarantee you they would flag it. So I would like to agree with you, Kim.
You probably couldn't play that song in my presence, Jeremy, because in the third bar I would probably jump up and yell, "And now, live from the making." Oops.
that would probably happen. That would probably happen. Give me some final thoughts as we roll out. I think I got the biggest stack here.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm gonna have to contact Tisha and tell her to bring me find out where she got it from.
Democrat stayed
whole
Democrat all
Whole
the way
bowl of
across the board tonight. Looks like Jeff Amayo got shellacked.
Thank God.
So
I'm gonna have Vince run for mayor next time.
And that was an awesome video sent by Kim. Thank you for participating, Coach Kim. So, other than that, we'll see. But let me ask you two gentlemen this question. Did the Democrats shut down the government in order to try and manipulate the election today to piss off enough voters to get them to go to the polls to vote against the Republicans?
I don't think so. I don't think they're that smart.
Oh, I don't know.
You think you're giving them too much credit.
They are pretty darn evil and sinister.
Thank you, Kim. I appreciate the comments in the chat. Listen, I don't go out of my way. People misunderstand me sometimes, thinking that I argue because I'm trying to be right. I have to know that when I put my head in my pillow at night, that what I believe and what I say is grounded in the best truth that I know up to that point.
I also got to push his buttons.
And so when I come across an issue or something, many people don't realize that I have spent a lot of time, or at least enough time to be confident. Otherwise, I will yield. And Larry's seen me yield many times. Patrick's seen me yield many times when I say, I don't know enough about that, guys. I never studied that. But when I have studied it, I know that what I'm saying is right, and it affects the hearts and souls of the people around me and affects the souls of this country, I do get a little impassioned about that because I want to be on the right side of things. When I stand before the Lord, I want to go, Lord, if it is. I want to look at that. Here's the simple thing, and I'll let Patrick do his final thought. It says, Jesus said, I am the truth. We often quote the second and third part of it. I know, I'm the way. But Jesus said, I am the truth.
Well, it's right there, John 1:4.
And then he says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Most people like to quote, you shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. But knowing the truth and the truth setting you free is grounded in a relationship with the Creator. And so there's a dynamic absolutely that can't be overlooked. But I look at that dynamic and I go, I want to constantly be in a pursuit of truth, even if it upsets all of my beliefs up to that moment. And most people are not willing to reset their whole world view if necessary. Now, if you're on the right path, I don't think it ends up being necessary to that depth. But Scripture says that we are transformed by the renewing of our mind. Well, I want to be constantly being transformed into that ever-increasing glory of knowing the Son of God and knowing my Father and knowing the Spirit. As imperfect as I can be and as far as I can be, I want to be in that passionate place. Patrick, your final thought.
My final thoughts. I have major concerns for our country as we move forward, and we got this Mondavi guy that is being voted in as mayor of New York, taking a big socialist stand, turning it into another Muslim stronghold as we look at what has been going on in Dearborn and Hamtramck. And I ask, what the hell do we do about this? When Larry says, Republicans are going to stay home. When I'm out getting signatures on Axe My Tax and I'm asking people to sign it, and I get these young dumb fucks who are saying, nah, I'm not interested. What do you mean you're not interested? How can you not be interested in cutting your tax cost, your tax liabilities on your home? Well, I live in my mom and dad's basement. Okay, you're a brilliant kid. Or I pay rent. Well, if you pay rent, a portion of your rent goes to paying taxes, and if your landlord doesn't have to pay those taxes anymore, your rent can go down. And you know something, you dumb punk ass, the day is going to come when you're going to want to buy a house, and you're not going to be able to afford to do it because your taxes are going to be too damned high. So people need to get involved. I've been saying this since I've been on this show. Since I've gotten involved with the Republican Party, you got to get involved, and you, at the very least, get up off your dead ass and go out and vote.
Do you think they're going to get enough signatures for that to be on the ballot?
I don't know.
That
Carla, decided she wanted to extend it forward. Well, the laws, to the end of this month, the laws in Michigan say you have 180 days to collect signatures, and that's it. So then. All the signatures that were collected in April and May have now been null and void.
Yes.
And so all the people that have gotten signatures in those times are now writing letters to those people to see if they'll come and meet them and sign it again. How freaking ridiculous. And these people are volunteers. It's not like anybody's paying
it's
them.
ridiculous, dude.
So
it's a disorganization that we continue to encounter.
Yeah.
And,
I don't have a lot of respect for Carla. Because she flat out told me that when I was out getting signatures for Axe My Tax, that I couldn't get signatures for Anthony Hudson as well. That she wasn't going to allow that. And I said to her, look, I pay my own gas. Nobody's paying me for my time. I'm walking up to houses and knocking on doors and asking for signatures. Who the hell are you to tell me what I can get signed and what I can't?
Right.
Period. You either want my help here or you don't.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
What'd she say?
She said, well, you can't collect it. There's a big announcement that's coming in 2 weeks, and you need to wait till that. Well, the big announcement is that she wants to run for Michigan governor. And that really pissed me off.
Who, Carla?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And this is the bullshit that we deal with.
And I saw her on Thursday night at the North Oakland Republican Club, and she came up to talk to me, and I just flat out told her, I said, I do not respect you, and so I'm not going to give you the time of day. Have a good one. And I walked away. So
by that time, she had made the announcement.
Yeah. So, but at any rate,
has she filed paperwork?
Yeah.
Well, she would have to if she's making public announcements that she's.
That's why I asked. So by law, she would have to. Doesn't mean she did.
At any rate, for whatever it's worth, I like to see people get involved. It's awful damn frustrating when you're out there working, trying to make something happen, and you get people that say, I don't want to be bothered with it.
You can't be collecting signatures of somebody else because I haven't told you and can't tell you, but I'm going to run.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yes, exactly. At any rate.
Can I be your lieutenant governor?
No, I didn't say that. No, I was parody. I did not put enough lilt in my voice to be the feminine in that.
And the last thing I'm going to say is Saturday night was a good time. I really had a good time. I always do.
Yeah.
Jeremy always throws a nice party. Food was awesome. People were great. Music was, on top of the world. I really had a fun time. And, so much so that I think it was, actually it was, I think, 3 o'clock in the morning because at 2 o'clock in the morning, the clocks bounced back to 1 and we kept hanging out until the clock said 2 again.
Did we?
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see.
Yeah. It was
a good time.
Quite a late evening. So needless to say, Sunday was a slow day.
It was pretty, I came down and watched the Lions not succeed.
Yeah.
And then watched Denny Hamlin not win the championship. And then I watched the Red Wings play. who ended up winning in overtime, which they're playing right now. As soon as the show ends, I'm going to turn on the third period.
Well, okay, let's get at it then.
Let's
That's
get at
all I'm
it.
going to say
Yeah,
for
yeah.
my final thoughts.
Well, and we were hanging out with Kim and Bob, you and me and Patrick, you and me, Patrick, we're hanging out with them, and that was a great conversation. But yeah, it was good stuff. Let's see here. I'm going to get my overhead here and do a signature.
Just for grins, I think I might have a little taste of that stuff, just to see what it is.
I think you're gonna like it. It's a little bit of a.
Well, Larry went out of his way to buy it. I got at least to give it a try, you know.
Oh, I guess I should. Oh, my tablet stopped. Larry, you got control over there?
What's that, buddy?
You got control?
He always has control.
I lost control.
You lost control? Did you really?
Well, I'm trying to change my.
You know,
go to me. Oh, there it worked. My button just worked. Okay. It wasn't working. I was doing the signature and everything like that. My final thoughts is, please, everybody, I'll say it this way. Savor every moment. I'll say something about do your research. Paul said this. He said, or wrote this. He said, not that. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Paul wrote this, and he said, not that we've obtained it all or been made perfect, but this one thing we do, striving for protection or perfection, striving to live up to, the phrase literally says, live up to what we have obtained. Well, then there's two facets there. One, we've got to live up to what we've obtained, but we have to keep obtaining. We have to live up to it, but we also have to keep going after it. And if we can look at Genesis, we realize it's not about worshiping at the tree of knowledge of good and evil. We could sit here and just devour news and devour news and devour news and do that. But are we doing our own introspective research? Meaning, are we listening? To man belong the plans of the heart, from the Lord comes the reply of the tongue. That's Proverbs 16. In Isaiah it says, whether you turn to the left or the right, you'll hear a voice behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it. Jesus talked about it. He's got Matthew 14:6. I'll tell you, Matthew 15, 16, 17 are three of my favorite chapters of all time in the Gospels. I absolutely love them. And in there, Jesus talks about, he says, I'm not going to leave you as orphans. I'm not going to leave you abandoned. I'm going to give you the counselor, the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit will teach you and lead you and guide you into all truth. And no matter what we're doing, watching news, looking at this information, are we listening to that still small voice of the Holy Spirit saying, dig a little. There's times when I read something and maybe it looks good on the surface and the Lord will go, dig a little deeper. There's more to that and you're not seeing the full picture. And I go, oh, okay. And I dig a little deeper. There were times, a lot of times when I was learning years ago in primarily my 20s, because that was a big learning time, where the Lord I would listen to Scripture all the time in my headphones. I had it on cassette, then I had it on CD, I had a lot of stuff. And
that's a good thing to do. I try and pound it in my brain.
Yeah.
I have it right here on my phone.
Yeah, you got to listen to Scripture.
I just hit play.
Right.
And then it picks up.
Yep.
Right where it left off.
Yep. I have the entire Protestant canon of Scripture.
You like the King James?
New King James. I don't like the King James because I don't speak 14th century or 16th, late 15th century.
Dark thoughts and all that.
Yeah, I don't. And the New King James does a pretty good job. I do like the original NIV. All the revisions past 1973 have been pretty bastardized and screwed up. And I did listen to that for a long time, but now I have the entire Bible on New King James. And what they did was they went back and they did do some, quite a bit of investigation on translation, but they also one of the big things they did was just update the language. Instead of a thou, it's a you or something like that, anyways. So, but I'll tell you this, do your own research, do your own stuff, and ask the Lord to clarify things for you. because we don't want to worship at the tree of knowledge. We want to live off the tree of life. The prop passed, so they're going to redistrict all the way through through California. We'll see how that works out. But I'll say this: 53 years of age, and I've learned this. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. All of the law and the commandments are summed up in that. And if we would continually come back to that, no matter how much we learn beyond that, how much insight we gain beyond that principle, if we don't come back to that grounding principle constantly. I've met people that can quote to you scriptures left and right, are some of the meanest people and most disingenuous people you'd ever want to meet. They use it as a form of manipulation. They use it as a tool. Go watch the movie The Book of Eli. It'll give you a great picture of that. I want to constantly be known for being a peacemaker and being one who loves. And that doesn't mean that love doesn't get tough from time to time. And that doesn't mean that my demand for truth doesn't cause me to get it fired up. But what it means is that I'm always pursuing that love relationship. So, love you guys out there. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for the super chat earlier, John Bovey. Appreciate it. Even though it was boomers. Thanks all to everybody for the birthday wishes. Really appreciate it. If you haven't checked it out yet, go on any of your streaming services, all of your streaming services. If you use Apple, Spotify, whatever it is, and you can find this brand new CD, Bootlegs from the Man Cave by the band Single Barrel. That's my band. Single Barrel spelt with the number 1 for the I. Look that up. Go and check it out. Like I said, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. I was just checking myself, and it was on Amazon Music, and I was listening to it on tracks, just checking it out. And I've been checking out the analytics. So it's out there. I think it's very powerful music. Obviously, I'm partial to it.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys got to hear a couple of songs. Actually, we played what? We played Gone Fishing, Heart in the Head, Lazy Afternoon, Echoes in My Mind, Touching the Unseen. We played everything but Needlessly, track 6, which is about Ruby Ridge, and I'm going to start promoting that. It's a song talking about the historical dynamics of the Ruby Ridge horrible crime that was committed there. And it's a beautiful song. Tommy wrote some great guitar, and I got the honor of writing the lyrics on that and singing it and mixing it all down. I spent personally about 100 hours on this album, editing it, mixing it, listening to it in my truck, and then coming back and doing a little tweak and edit, and then listening to it here in the man cave, and then coming back. And so I've spent a lot of time in it, and I'm believing that it's going to catch fire, because I believe in our songs, as well as I think that's the season of my life, and so I'll proclaim that. We've got 50 copies of the CD here in the man cave. If anyone would like a copy, please contact me. You can get me through Facebook, Jeremy Scott Gibbs on Facebook. Just instant message me and find it. What were we going to say, Patrick?
When's your next public appearance?
Not the band, but I'm going to be playing at Trappers Inn up in Rose City on November 15th, opening weekend of deer season. I'm going to be playing that Friday evening at Trappers.
Where's Rose City? That's
up by
in the
West
thumb,
Branch.
right?
No, it's up by West Branch.
Up by-
Past the thumb. So I'm going to be up there doing that, and then I will be at Wings Etc. doing another solo show on November 21st. And then I'm going to start booking more and more stuff as we go forward. And I had a really good conversation with my buddy Tony today, and we mapped out the next 4 albums that we're going to work on over the next 6 months.
I think you need a manager to start promoting your band.
I do.
There you go, Larry.
Start
You've been
booking you all over town.
Right?
Yeah.
So there it is. Thank you guys. Always like, share, and subscribe. Do all that stuff. You want to support the show beyond super chats and stuff like that, go to the Alex Jones store /This Is My Brain. the Alex Jones Store / This Is My Brain. If you use that whole link, anything you purchase on there will come back to us. But also super chats and subscriptions. And if you're watching on things other than Rumble, please like, share, and subscribe over there as well. That helps the algorithms. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. Huh?
That have to be refrigerated?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play this. This is one of our songs. Yep, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna mute everybody but me, and I'm gonna play this. This song right here is called Rhythm and Rhyme. It's track 7 from the album. I'm gonna play this as we go, and then I'll close out the show after the song's done.
Between 32 and 75 degrees.
I'll catch you guys afterwards. Thanks. Love y'all.